Alrighty, we are back once again with more TCG player shop running goodness. My god, that sentence was scuffed as hell. I am joined today by none other than the newest of our awesome streaming buddies, Slow Guy Kaz. Get to work.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely, man. Loved your energy. I've been really enjoying your streams lately, and I just wanted to, I've been telling people, but the whole point of like this little sub-series I'm working on here is to kind of help more people branch out, meet more streamers, get more followers, like get my community over to them, and vice versa. It has been so great so far.
Yeah, I really appreciate everything you've done to help me get up and running and make some connections on Twitch. So, you know, you're doing good at your goal there, and I'm happy that you enjoy my stuff too.
Well, it's like we're all in this together, right? So like, why does streaming itself have to be like a freaking competition? Like we're all just idiots playing video games online for other idiots. Like, how is this?
No, because in order for me to win, everyone else has to lose.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I wasn't. Oh, god damn it! I bought those earlier. That's what I was doing wrong. I see. Okay, that's clearly where I've gone astray.
Yeah, if you just start doing it that way, you'll probably have thousands of viewers immediately. That's how it works.
Yeah, just stepping on the little guy to get ahead.
Exactly.
Have I sort of please?
I don't know, maybe it's different up in Canada, but here in America, that's how it works.
It's a dog eat, cat eat, mouse world out there.
Something like that, sure.
So why don't you tell the fine people a little bit about yourself and stuff that you've been working on lately?
Yeah, so I started streaming fairly recently, just about 2 months ago now. It's been a lot of fun. I'm kind of my goal is to be like a variety streamer. I have played Blazing Blade through Lynn's story and Elliewood's story, currently working on Hector story mode. I've done a Metroid Dread run. I've played through Ghost Trick. And recently...
not the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghost Trick, just a heads up, different Ghost Trick, not these ones.
Oh yeah, no, Ghost Trick the Phantom Detective,
yes.
Amazing game. If you've not played it, go in blind and go buy it, it's great.
The one with the dog that was very, very cute.
Yes, with Missile and a surprisingly great mystery story. I was very pleasantly surprised by that. So yeah, I stream on Twitch. It's Slow Guy Kaz, and I have a YouTube channel for VODs as well. If you want to go catch past stuff, and
the Twitch link will be posted in chat near the end, as well as in the VOD description as well. And it's also on the Discord right now.
Awesome, thank you.
So basically, y'all have no fucking excuse not to go subscribe or follow or both. Why not both? Both is good. So I noticed the last couple days you haven't been too active. Have you just been working on stuff, or have you been busy?
Yeah, no, I was just about to say I haven't been active very much the last week. A combination of real life stuff, and also the last few streams there have been a lot of issues with my internet, which has gotten really frustrating. So I'm just kind of taking
tech issues are the easiest way to lose fucking enthusiasm for doing it, because you're like, I want to do it well. I want to have like a good, especially for like VODs, I want to have a good product for people to rewatch and enjoy. And if it's all scuffed to shit, like, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, the last time I streamed, we finished one mission in Fire Emblem, and then the internet crashed like 2 or 3 times in the span of 10 minutes, and so I was just like, no, fuck this. Let's go raid someone, and everyone have a good night.
Yeah, and I can completely sympathize with that.
Yeah, so I've been cooling off from that a little bit, and then also just real life stuff, needing to look for a job and whatnot takes up time as well. So
and energy, like people don't usually remember how much it actually takes out of you to, well, even if you're sitting at home just putting in like online resumes, it takes a considerable amount of energy to want to keep that going, because like it's discouraging.
Yeah, and I'm fairly resilient to like job rejection. That doesn't tend to bother me too much, but I have a rocky relationship with employment and mental health, and so it's very draining for me to be job hunting and trying to also combat the depression and stuff. So it's a balancing act.
It really is, and like, here's the thing I've noticed with mental health and hunting for a new job is every company on the planet will say they're pro mental health, and then the moment you actually like let loose that you have any degree of like a mental health issue, if you're not already like in like past your 3 months probation and all that, you're basically a liability.
Yep, right, because like they technically can't fire you for that, but most companies, they can just kind of fire you without saying why. So long as they don't say it's because of a health thing, then you can't claim discrimination or anything.
Exactly. They'll find a loophole somehow.
Yeah, exactly. And my experience has been, even when I'm past that probation period and I've worked there for even a couple years and stuff, people will be like, yep, we absolutely support you with your mental health, but then they don't understand that that's not like, oh, I'm feeling really sad, but I'll feel better in 2 weeks. It's like, no, I'm feeling really, really down to the point I can't function, and that's going to be months and or years.
Is this fast guy Gaz? No, this is his Waluigi counterpart. This is slow guy Kaz.
Yes.
Oh my god, can you please make a canon character? Like, if you play a Pokemon game, make the rival fast guy Gaz. Like, can you please do that? I would love that. I want to establish the slow guy Kaz lore.
Have the lore. My immediate thought on that is it should just be caffeinated Kaz, who has the same issues, but he's hyper.
He's the same issues, but he's dealing with it in his own way. Oh yeah, let's get the lore train going. I want that.
Yeah, all right.
Actually, that can go down.
I'm for it. Caffeinated Kaz. Yep.
So what kind of things do you have? Like, let's say internet actually stops, like, you know, being a dick. What kind of things do you want to work on once you're done your Hector run?
Couple things on my radar. The biggest one is probably Expedition 33.
Oh yeah, I heard you say you were like, I want to play that, which so do I. My brother keeps telling me I would love it. I'm a big Legend of Dragoon fan, and apparently the battle system is as close to that as we'll ever get. I'm like, okay, I can fuck with that.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of friends that have told me, like, stop what you're doing and play this game, and I'm like, well, I'm unemployed, and it's not exactly a game that is cheap yet.
No, it's not gonna.
But I'll put it.
It's
to
doing
the top
so
of my
well.
list.
Why would they? It's like Baldur's Gate 3. Like, why would they make it cheap? It's doing so well.
Yeah, they don't need to. They're selling just fine. No, I totally get that. I'm not like upset about it that they haven't put it on sale or anything. But it's just
I
like,
know. I'm agreeing with your statements. Like, like when someone's like, "You gotta play this," it's like, "Okay, cool. You have to buy it for me then." Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of why my request section specifically has the caveat of, I'll play. Like, you can have it, but you have to win the donation thing because I can't afford it otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I'm assuming in the next month or two I'll have found some work stuff, and that'll be my first like treat myself thing that I get, probably, is that game, and then I'll plan to stream that. The only downside is if I continue to have technical issues, I could get really bothered by needing to wait to play that for stream, because I think I'll really enjoy it myself, but I think I'll probably still.
Well, is there any indication of like what specifically could be causing said tech issues? Like, is there like an internet downage in your area due to like weather, construction, any of those elements, or is it just there's no explanation and that is the problem?
It's a little weird. It seems to be an issue with Twitch. Like, I can play a game online and not really experience too many issues. I can watch people on Twitch or watch YouTube or stream a TV show. But when I try to download and upload, my internet just starts crashing. And other people in the house don't experience that crash. So whatever it is, it's my computer, my setup, or something.
Do you use Streamlabs or do you use OBS?
I do use Streamlabs.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's probably not that, because like, even with other people telling me they've been having like crashing issues lately, I've had no issues during all of this time, because I stream every day, usually twice, and I have not had a crash, like a hard crash, in a while, excluding, Jesus Christ, please get out of my face. Stop standing in me.
Ah, no, make it stop.
I can't see my cards.
Ah!
Get it away! Kill it with fire! I'm gonna stand out in the rain.
Oh God!
I'm gonna stay over here.
That's like the worst nightmare. It's a green neckbeard, and then sometimes you also go inside his mouth. That's disturbing.
I never wanted tongue from a green neckbeard.
No.
I'm gonna stay over here and just sit on this guy's stoop for a second and contemplate life.
Yeah.
So Xander is saying, have you tried lowering your stream bitrate? Which I do remember being a thing you can actually do.
Yes, so I originally was streaming at 6,000 bits and I lowered it to 4,500. Still having the issue. I don't think it's a Streamlabs issue because Streamlabs keeps running. It's that my PC disconnects from the internet.
I don't know if this will make any difference whatsoever, but I'm currently looking at my settings right now. It says my bitrate is at 4,000. Key interval is 2. The preset is P3 fast, and in brackets it says low quality. Tuning is high quality. Multipass mode is single. I don't know what any of this means. I'm just reading what it is.
What it says.
Yeah, and then above bitrate it says rate control is CBR, which CBR. I'm not a smart man, but I think that's a form of pot. Could be wrong.
All right. Well, I'll watch the VOD back and go through those settings
for sure.
See if any of that helps.
Xander is saying he's been having similar. Well, Xander's saying he's having similar issues too. Except I know Xander is Canadian, and I believe you're American.
Yeah, I'm U.S. Midwest. I'm basically as close to Canada as you can get in the United States.
Right, but I don't believe our internet service providers provide service there because there's like a legal thing with that. So like you and him likely don't have the same supplier. I'm pretty sure we only have the two now left in Canada because Rogers has a fucking massive monopoly on it. Because they bought one of the only other two that was there. So there's literally two left. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That is pretty nuts. It's as close to a monopoly as you can get. There's only one competitor. Damn.
Right, and unfortunately that one competitor is not great. It's great for general use internet. It is terrible for gaming.
Gotcha.
Because they will go down whenever.
You just have
we have Verizon still? I thought Verizon was dead too. Okay, so I guess we have 3 still. We used to have 4.
Telus and Verizon, okay. Yeah, I have a provider called CenturyLink, which is not a good provider, but I live with my parents, so I don't really get to control that.
No, and that's completely understandable. Like, unless the only way you'd be able to, and this is absolutely not a kick in the butt, but it's like, if you were paying for it, then you're allowed to bitch. But if you're not, you are at the mercy of them, and that's how I've always viewed. Like, that's my view towards voting. Yeah, if you don't vote, you don't get to bitch about like the outcome of it. But if you do and you're not happy, then yes, you have earned your voice as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I understand that philosophy definitely.
I gotta order more of those. All right, so you said you had a very, very limited idea of anything Yu-Gi-Oh before, which puts you ahead of most of the people I've had, weirdly enough, because both Burrs and Artie were not Yu-Gi-Oh or card players. So why don't you share what limited experiences you have?
Okay, so Yu-Gi-Oh was one of those things that, as a sheltered Catholic child, I was not allowed to touch, because you're summoning monsters, and the Shadow Realm is hell, and blah blah blah. But I learned my first like exposure to it was Yu-Gi-Oh Abridged, really.
Okay.
Because I had kind of unfettered access to YouTube in my teenage years, and so I became introduced to the Yu-Gi-Oh world through that, and then at a couple different points in my life, I like downloaded like mobile games or
They ruined my blue eyes. This was mint when I sent it to them. Those bastards.
what? Oh my God! How did it go from mint to that?
I don't know. I didn't know that was
Is it the
possible.
shipping?
I
Was that
guess.
the
I guess I got
shipping?
like a fucking UPS guy who just drop kicked it the whole way there.
Apparently, and shook it up and threw it against the wall for good measure.
Out the Shadow Realm isn't hell. It's called downtown Toronto. Oof.
I see no difference. So I know like the basics of summoning monsters, doing tribute summons, spell cards, trap cards, but I don't know mechanics beyond that stuff really.
That is completely understandable. Do I have any like crappy graded cards?
How the fuck did you figure out Shadow Realm is hell? Because it's where your soul gets sent, and it's not heaven. So in a Catholic lens, it's very limited to what that place could be. Purgatory or hell, and Shadow Realm does not sound like purgatory.
I mean, pass it off as a shatter rare. Well, we put it out. We'll see if it sells.
Yeah. It's limited edition, only one like it in the world.
Actually, a buddy of mine that I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh with actually had a card like that. He had left I believe it was a copy of Scrap Goblin out on like a windowsill and forgot about it. And it had effectively been bleached by the sun over the course of like 6 months. So the whole card was like a silver white, but it still looked amazing. And I was like, that literally is. Someone is actually already buying that fucking ruined card. Wow. That actually is a one of. I think I put it for like $50.
Nice.
Someone's
That's
buying
not bad
it.
for a wrecked card.
Right? So yeah, he had this, and I'm like, man, I want that, but like, how would you ever find a value for that? Because you literally ruined it.
Yeah, just it's exclusive.
It really is.
It's
It's
a
like
feature, not damage.
it's kind of like when you get a misprint. Like there's almost no there's like almost no market for them because they, they're so rare. So what the fuck would you classify them? I guess whatever you want. Do I not have any more dual mats? I doubt.
I mean, all that, it's like high fashion or high art. It's all just a circle jerk on the high levels anyway of what the value is determined to be.
Oh yeah, it's well, I mean, when you get art into it, it's subjective. Like just because I found that particular sun bleached card cool doesn't mean like anyone with a working fucking frontal lobe would. Shatter rares are a real thing if I read correctly. Oh.
Yeah, me and Khajiit, that's exactly right. Misprints can be extreme money cards.
I think
even
out of
though
the
they're like mistakes.
I think out of the very, very, very few Yu-Gi-Oh cards I still own, I have a misprint for something. That's if I didn't trade it off when I got rid of my collection. I honestly can't recall.
Yeah, shatter rares are real.
So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised by your inability to like access Yu-Gi-Oh content because of the religious aspect of it. Because like I remember you said that, I think this was like during one of your first streams, you were also withheld Pokemon for similar reasons, and like I remember your chat just didn't understand that.
Yeah,
Which is weird because I'm like I remember that whole phenomenon so fresh in my brain of like people being like, you can't have this. Kaz was too busy Jesus maxing.
That's exactly that. I
That
like
is
that
the
interpretation.
best way to word it ever.
I've never heard that, but I'm gonna use that. Yeah, no, I mean, it makes me feel old, right? Like,
gonna try
because they're
resending
like,
this.
what are you talking about? And I'm like, the satanic panic? What do you mean you guys don't know what I'm talking about?
Yo, okay, Satanic Panic really sounds like an awesome name for a hair dye.
I think it sounds like an awesome metal band name, but
Also that. Also that.
yeah, the Pokemon Satanic Panic was real, very real. And so I missed out on a lot of those kinds of things growing up. So yeah, I got exposed to more of it when I got to college and found nerd friends, and they were all like, dude, let's go to the midnight release for Pokemon X and Y. And I was like, sure, why not?
You're like, Pokemon at midnight? It is witchcraft. Are we going to the woods? Not today, Satan.
Yeah. We're all getting our devices out to summon monsters at 3 a.m.
Oh god, then the whole Pokemon Go craze must have fucked your head up a little bit. People running through Central Park in like the middle of New York City trying to catch a fucking dragon. They're like, nuh-uh. Mama warned me about this.
No, I was all in on it because like I never had the same hang-ups as my parents did, and so I was just frustrated as a kid that like all my friends were playing Pokemon and collecting cards and I wasn't allowed to. So by the time Pokemon Go came out, I think that was right after I graduated college, and I was like, I'm a grown-ass man, I can do what I want. And so I was part of the rush those first few weeks when it was everywhere.
I kind of missed the initial rush of Pokemon Go, but only because like it was one of the few times where there was like a global epidemic of something that was purely positive. People were getting out, they were socializing, they were interacting with strangers, but it was like all in pursuit of like just being happy and having fun. And it was great, and then it just didn't last.
Well, and don't forget the people walking into streets and getting hit by cars and people playing Pokemon Go while driving and whatnot. Like there were some negatives for sure, but
you say
it was,
negative, I
people
say
being
Darwinism, and we're just weeding out the idiots at that point.
Well,
Like, where is the bad part? It was a great way to mug people too. Don't ask me how I know this, Xander.
see, my favorite part was like I'd be hanging out with friends, and most of them were also in on the craze, and so we'd be trading and like, let's go for a walk and catch Pokemon. And then we had one friend who's like not into video games and nerd culture at all, and he was just so confused and like, you guys are so weird. And then we went for a walk, and like everyone we came across during the walk was playing Pokemon Go, and it was the ultimate reversal for this guy who was like a jock in high school and pretty popular and stuff, but the roles were finally reversed. He was on the outside and everyone else was in on the nerd culture.
Kind of reminds me of that the scene in the beginning of 21 Jump Street, the movie, not the show, where like the jock is like, I know how to be cool, and then he gets there and like everyone's like vegan and like socially nice and all that. He's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. That's a great movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's one of the only
also
movies I don't hate Jonah Hill in, because I normally can't stand him. He does good in those movies, though.
He does. I love Channing Tatum in both of them. I also
such
like 22 Jump Street.
I did too. I did. I liked it, and then I was like, when they did the credits of like all the not existent spin-offs, I was like, I would have watched some of those.
Yeah.
A few. Not a lot.
Give it another 10 years and all the old versions of them will be like, we can do another one for nostalgia bait.
Oh yeah, 100% they will. Because Hollywood's been fucking bankrupt on ideas. It just started snowing. It was a beautiful sunny day half an hour ago.
It didn't just start snowing, it suddenly blanketed in snow. In
actually,
like
it's
an
not
instant.
even. Oh, now it's actually snowing. Okay. I was like, it's not even snowing, it's just. But no, then it actually started to really snow.
Well, so that's just like how it is in October for me. It's just you look outside one morning and you're like, oh, the snow's here.
Well, I kind of like the weather mod for this for that exact reason, because it really just feels like Calgary weather to me. Where like it'll be a beautiful day all day, and then out of fucking nowhere you'll have a hailstorm with thunder, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on out there?
Yeah.
Like it really is that whole, oh wait 5 minutes, the weather will change. It's really real. It's such a thing.
Yeah. Yep. I love getting people in my state that don't know what winter is like, and then they're like, I can't wait for winter, and they get snow and they're excited, and it's this childlike wonder and joy at snow, and then a week later they're like, oh my god, driving to work is terrible, when does this end? And it's like 7 months.
Yeah,
so you're gonna have to shovel your way out, and
it's wild because like for a country that's like known for snow, I've noticed something with Canadians, which is when the snow hits the ground, 95% of drivers forget the driving they were doing 2 days ago.
Oh, same here. Every
like, I
year,
don't get that. Like, it's, I don't know, there's snow on the ground. How do I operate my vehicle? The same fucking way you always do, stupid.
Well, maybe drive a little slower, more carefully if the road conditions are bad. But yeah, like it's the same thing as last year. How did we forget all of this?
Okay, well, hear me out. If you drive faster, then you'll be off the road faster, so you won't have to worry about it as long.
I mean, you certainly will be off the road faster one way or another, that's for sure.
I feel like this is a good time to reiterate that I don't have a license, I don't drive, so I'm not a danger to somebody else with my stupid, reckless mentality of, gotta go fast. I'm trying to finish first on Racetrack Earth. Okay,
When did
we
that
are
happen?
back. We are back. My computer crashed.
Right.
I don't know why. We were talking about driving really fast, and apparently the internet was like, "Fuck that noise, crash now." So I had to restart day 45. So we're gonna hope that the Blue Eyes isn't mangled beyond all hope in hell. And you said you're hi. Hey, get to go set prices. Wait, hold on. Round those prices. There we go. You said your Metroid Dread video is doing good?
Well, since I was looking at the status of that VOD takedown, I was just looking through the analytics, and yeah, the first episode of Metroid Dread has 23 views.
Oh, this does
which for me
re-randomize.
is a crap ton.
That's awesome. Where's my blue eye? It came back perfect this time.
Hey! The stream didn't crash. We were save scumming.
Yeah, we were tainting is what we were doing. We're taint maxing. That's all we were doing, guys.
Exactly.
Let's see. So we have so I might want to send Obelisk off to get regraded to see if I can possibly get it to a 10 like this, because I want to get all 3 god cards. I now have a goal to find 3 ghost rares, or the last ghost rare of the god cards. It's the only one I'm missing, so I might as well try. I'm hoping that the people who were in chat have come back. Dare to dream.
Well, I'll bet you they'll start to make their way back once they see we're back up and running.
Actually, I could probably make a post about that being like, we're fixed. Just, eh. Crash, we'll be back now. Where's my fucking employee? Okay, you're still price checking. Yeah, I don't think I lost too much progress on that. It looks also gonna do a hard save now that I'm thinking about it. Gotta remember to get better at that, because you can't, like, I've noticed that as a gamer, that has been killing me lately. Whenever I go back and play old games, and I'm just like I'm just so used to relying on an autosave that, like, I'll make a fucking critical error, die, and then be like, oh, it's fine. And then no, it's not.
Yeah, it
is decidedly not
replay
fine.
the last hour.
Yep. Which is A, super discouraging in general, and B, a fucking death sentence when you're trying to stream something. It's fine if it's YouTube, because you can just cut it out.
Yep, then you just get to make a joke out of how much misery you're in, but when it's live...
It's really hard to not get, like, legitimately frustrated with it.
Yeah. I don't know how we did it back in the 90s, because that was just how it was, right?
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely, because, like, autosave?
but...
What is that?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just weird how much things have changed.
A lot of the times when I'm saying, like, things have all changed for the worse, I do have to get reminders that, like, no, not everything is worse. Certain quality of life changes have absolutely made gaming easier.
Yes, 100%. For me, I just go back and play, like, NES era games, and I'm like, oh my god.
I did that last night. I streamed the TMNT game for the NES last night, and I died on the very last level.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, unfortunately, we're not making it to Shredder tonight because I'm out of continues, and I don't want to run back through this game.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had fun. I wasn't, like, too butthurt about it. Games auto-saving lately earlier, but I remember the first being the OG KOTOR. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Sound
sure
too
games
bad.
before that did, but yeah, KOTOR auto-saved like when you got to a new area, I think. So you could still lose progress, quite a bit of it, but yeah, that quality of life stuff, because it could be so much worse. You could lose 3 hours of progress.
I remember I remember distinctly playing Final Fantasy 3 on my Super Nintendo, so Final Fantasy 6 technically, and grinding for the rarest steel relic in the game, which was the economizer, the thing that turned all of your MP costs into to 1. And it took me, I think, like 3 hours of just stealing off of this one enemy to finally get one. And it's not near a save point. So I got one, and I was super excited, and then the fucking dog ran by, hooked my cord, and dragged the whole SNES off the TV, and fucking, like, everything was ruined. And I was like, I was like beyond pissed. I'm like, I would want to kill this dog right now, but, you know, have actual rational anger and not, like, rage, but, like, oh my god, I'm so mad.
Yeah, it's that kind of anger where it's like, you know, it was an honest mistake. Like,
it was 100% an honest mistake.
But at the same time, you're just so
you're sitting
livid.
there. You're just like, sitting there thinking maybe Michael Vick was onto something.
Yeah.
And if that reference went over anyone's head, good. The less you know about that awful person, the better.
I don't know. I mean,
Kaz just slowly Googling and quietly in the background just to see how awful that joke was.
No, I know about the Michael Vick situation.
Okay.
With the dog fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you think that, I mean, it's that and O.J. Simpson that are like the two classic, like, athletes are horrible people kind of things. Although there's
got to be so many more
examples than that.
It's 2025. There has to be so many more examples of athletes being pieces of shit by this point, right? Hey.
Oh, I mean, lots of them abuse their partners. Lots of them get arrested for inebriated driving. All kinds of terrible shit.
Why does inebriated driving sound so much more classy than drunk driving?
Well, I don't know, because inebriated, not just necessarily drunk. Some of them are high out of their minds.
Oh, yeah. I guess driving under the influence actually means multiple things. It doesn't just mean, like, you got the booze in you.
Yeah, DWI is usually,
driving while impaired.
Yeah, or I think in the States it's driving while intoxicated, but it's the same thing, basically.
I actually just thought that it was always impaired. That's interesting. Because it sounds more like lawyer-friendly to call it driving while impaired.
It sure does. It sounds a little less harsh, I guess.
I don't know
Maybe
about
it's just
that.
what
It's
the-
still pretty bad.
Oh no, it's terrible, of course, no matter what you call it. But I could see the defense attorney going, he's driving while he was impaired, as opposed to driving while intoxicated. Maybe trying to sway the jury or something. Though I don't think that usually goes to a jury. I think
Ladies
usually.
and gentlemen of the jury, while my client may have been driving through a playground while high over children,
80
take a look at
miles
this.
per hour.
This is Chewbacca.
I think that's. I haven't thought of that in a long time. Chewbacca
I think the last
lives on the planet Kashyyyk.
I think the last person I heard reference the Chewbacca defense was you, which is why it was in my brain in the first place. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like something I said during a stream. You're right.
I was like, did this motherfucker just whip up the Chewbacca defense to shut me up?
In the year of our Lord 2025. Yeah, even if the wording is nicer, it's just as bad. Completely correct, Geo.
As what you're doing, the problem is still the personal responsibility of driving while you're impaired. Well, no one else was gonna get my car home safely or fast. Wow, all of my fucking singles are gone.
Just selling like hotcakes.
Apparently.
You should be charging more.
I tried that before because I was sick of filling this stupid table. Like, I literally just put cards down and he bought fucking 2 of them already. And so I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just mark them up by 30% instead of 20, and then, like, nobody bought them. And it's like, I can't win. Either I have to keep manually repricing these fucking things, or nobody will ever buy them.
And
All
I'm
right, I gotta
assuming
buy
you
some.
can't have an employee do that shit.
Yeah, you can tell them to go and mark things up by X amount of percent. That's not a problem. But I only have 1 employee right now. And I've said this I think I've said this once per stream since we started doing this. There are 2 things that will bring gooners to a card store: women and boobs. So I'm putting that behind the counter of that. And profits will speak for themselves.
I'm more of an ass man myself, but you know.
Well, let's see if we can find you a poster that will go with that. Let's see. Where's the butt post? This tail one's pretty good.
Oh, hey, what a fun game about owning a card trading shop. You know what it's missing? Degenerate posters.
Hey.
We must
Look at
mod
that.
it in.
Bam. I picked these posters myself.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'll give you that.
What did I come back here for? I think I came back here for this. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta open some fucking packs here. I gotta get some more shit to sell. Yes, very Yu-Gi-Oh art. When I was first deciding what images to use for the posters, I did have a strict rule of only using, like, the monsters, not like the characters from the show, but just the dual monsters themselves. And then I ran out of monsters, so I was like, alright, well, time to broaden the search engine here. Otherwise I'm gonna spend all fucking day on Danborough looking for porn that's not actually porn. I want to be able to stream it, but if I put bare boobies out there, I can't fucking stream it.
It can't be nudity. Obviously, you get banned. But
well,
there is a loop. There is or a swimsuit. Fine.
Yeah, there is a loophole for that, which I found in certain games. Like for instance, there's a horror game called Tormented Souls, which is basically like an updated Resident Evil kind of exploration game. Like it has like tank controls of like classic Resident Evil. And you're wandering around a big spooky mansion and blah, 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 blah. And the game starts with your main character, who's a female, waking up in a fucking tub, and there's titties on display, like, within the first minute. But it's not like a gratuitous scene. It's more to set a very creepy tone. So it seems like you are fine to post or stream stuff that has nudity in it, as long as it is not gratuitous. Like, it's not there specifically to titillate. It is there to set a tone. Like Fear and Hunger is a really good example of this, where there are straight up dicks in that game because everything is disgusting and trying to kill you. But it's more of a visceral, like, dark world kind of setting. So I've never gotten in trouble for posting videos of Fear and Hunger before, because nobody is looking at Fear and Hunger, I hope, and like fucking being like, oh, I gotta rub one out to this. Again,
most people aren't jerking off to it.
Yeah, like, I hope. So that's why it's like with Yu-Gi-Oh, I kind of had to make sure that they weren't like super like nudie, because there would have been no way to be like, there's just like no way to rationalize and be like, no, this is part of the atmosphere. Like, no, it's not.
Geo, I don't know if I would call it tasteful nudity of a horror game.
Tasteful nudity of a horror game is my favorite phrase for the day.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. I bet 50% of these arts probably came from a Dojin cover. Actually, I don't think any of them did. They were just fan art on Danborough.
I don't know what that website is.
It's like a massive art collection kind of website for posting stuff that typically has like hentai, but also has like really like it has really good non-lewd art, but let's be honest, people are there for the titties.
We're an art website, but we allow porn.
Yes, yeah.
So it's a porn website.
It's ironically enough a more deviant art than deviant art. Which is weird.
That's saying something.
I think I still need one of these. If I can get the enough cash in today, I'm gonna hire a second person.
Yes.
Because she's actually better. She's actually a better stalker than she's a cashier. Whereas the second cashier I can hire is a better cashier. She's a stalker.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting to talk about this because I named the stream after this. She finally has a canon name. We were calling her Alexa because we didn't know what her fucking name was. But now that the recruitment thing's been updated, her name is Kathy. I didn't know that.
Kathy.
So now we know. Now we can stop yelling Alexa at her, and she'll stop giving us confused looks like that's not my name. Who are you talking to?
Too young to be a Kathy.
Well, she's got the MILF leopard print thing on, so she's dressing older than she looks.
Yeah, I guess. See, the Kathys that I've met in the workplace were like old enough to be my grandma. So
I hope they weren't wearing leopard print.
Oh God, I hope so too.
You hope so. You knew them.
That's a memory that I hope hasn't been buried. I hope there's nothing to resurface there.
She works for being underpaid. She makes $50 a day.
That's more than I make.
That's more than I make. And sometimes I work a lot more than she does.
What does that come out to? Hang on.
Oh, like per like a bi-weekly kind of thing?
Well, so does she work weekends too? She works 7 days a week, yeah?
So as far as I can tell, this game doesn't have a week schedule. It's got a day counter in the top left. So we're on day 45. So yes, I would say she works 7 days a week.
And that's $50 a day.
That's right.
So she makes $18,250 a year. That sounds about average for a retail position. So
I don't know if I was like, I don't know if that's actually a good thing to be like average for your wage that pays your rent.
It's terrible, but it's competitive in today's market. So as a store owner, you're golden.
So what you're saying, Kaz, is we should probably not be sitting here going like, damn, I wish I was living Kathy's life right now.
No, and I never would. I am so tired of like public facing service work. I've done way too much of it already in my life.
I've exclusively done that besides the very brief time where I moved to the back room of an HMV to be a receiver. But the problem is once you're done the receiving for the day, you're required to go to the floor and like stock and help customers. So even when I had a job away from people, I still wasn't away from people. So it's yeah, I agree. And I don't like my job being dependent on if a fucking customer is just having a bad day and decides I'm not up to their standards suddenly. Like, he didn't say,
or
he didn't tell me to have a good
even
day.
If you are.
Yeah, right?
Like, they might be fine with you and they're still gonna take out whatever the frustration is on you. I can't tell you how many times people led with, I know it's not your fault, but this is fucking bullshit, and then launch into a 10-minute rant that I have to listen to.
So I'll push back on that slightly, where I don't mind if they preface it with, I know it's not your fault, because then that means my brain can just go, I can stop listening right now. Like, I'll just nod and smile and be like, yep, that's bullshit, and then scan. But if they do their whole rant and then they end with that, my brain goes, well, you should have led with that, because now I've been sitting this whole time thinking, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And then you just told me it wasn't my fault anyway. Like, fuck.
See, my brain used to be able to do that, which was shrug it off and like, oh, it's not my fault, I'm good, I don't have to pay attention, and something snapped in the last few years, and I can't.
Oh, I agree. I fully agree on that. Like, I've gotten some very stupid write-ups over the years. Like, I got written up at one job for having too many pens on my apron. Yeah, it is as stupid as you're thinking.
Oh my gosh. Nothing personal, kid. Well, yeah. Well, and my thing is like they'll say nothing personal, and yet like my anxiety, I'm still feeling like not safe because they're so agitated.
Oh,
and
the
so
amount of times that I've had to sit down with managers and bosses and been like, regardless of what the situation is, whether I'm in trouble or you just need something good, don't ever walk up to me and be like, hey, I gotta talk about you with something later, and then fucking walk away. Like, you have just completely ruined any focus I might have for the next 3 hours.
My whole day is shot.
Yeah, because I'm just sitting there going, all right, what were the last 20 things I might have done wrong that they found out about?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is the worst fucking feeling in the world. Did I ever send out that card to get graded? I don't think I did. Hey, man the camera, I gotta do something.
So in my job hunt, I'm trying to find something not customer or people focused.
What do you have in terms of like experience with not working in the public face? That's kind of a bigger one they look at when.
Not much. Most of my work has been public facing, unfortunately. So it's trying to start something new, which is always a challenge. I went to school for a little bit to learn CNC machining.
Why did I think you were going to say CNC Music Factory? I don't know why, but for some reason, that's what I thought you were going to say. It's like, you can go to school for that?
Nope, CNC machining, just programming machines to, make metal things. But after a semester of that, I got hospitalized, so.
Of course.
So, we'll see what I find.
So do you have, like, we're in your area and all that, or do you have, like, access to services like, hey, you're not working due to, like, mental health issues and stuff like that? Like, government assistance is kind of what I'm on right now. So it's not AISH, because I've been told several times that trying to get on AISH is really basically an impossibility unless you are physically
it's not what?
disabled. It's not, AISH. So it's like, what the fuck does AISH even stand for? It's like the strongest form, I think, of like, government assistance, like through grants and money if you are not fit to work. That Canada has.
Oh, so that would be like what I'm in the middle of trying to get in the U.S., which is Social Security disability.
Okay. So yeah, like I'm on a step below that because I wouldn't qualify for it apparently, because even though I meet all the boxes, because like I haven't worked in like 4 years now, I have medical records, I have a doctor that would check off on this. They legitimately are just like, look, if you can physically move your arms, you're probably not going to get this, because let's be honest, there's other people who have it worse. Which should never be an answer that the government has to, can you help me live? But here we are. So I'm on like a basic one, but I only make like just under $1,000 a month, which is not even remotely close to enough to live on. So I lucked out. My brother makes very good money, and he covers 90% of the bills. Do you have anything, like any access to stuff like that, that will allow you to still live a life if you can't succeed in the job hunt?
So currently, I am on assistance that pays for all of my medical costs, which is a godsend because I have a lot of mental health appointments, therapy, psychiatry, workers that come out and like visit me and stuff, and all of that the government pays for.
Okay.
Which not many people in this country have. I'm pretty lucky that I have that.
There's movies about that exact problem and how bad that is. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't qualify for, so like here's the thing, I would qualify for like housing assistance and food assistance and stuff if I wasn't living with my parents.
Gotcha.
But when they're like, who do you live with? I'm like, I live with my parents. And they're like, okay, how much do they make? And I'm like, they make this much. And they're like, okay, you don't get any money from us then because you are not at risk of not having a roof over your head or of starving to death.
Yep, like, I went through something quite similar when I first got on it.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. So I have they're not lawyers, but they're advocates that are trying to help me get onto disability,
which is good. Which is good. It means you've got some support from home, which is so much better than like trying to do all of this on your own, because it's overwhelming. It's taxing on your brain. It's awful. It could be fucking excruciating. So, like I lucked out. Like my mom and dad were able to help me with this stuff, but at least they understood it.
Yeah.
Like which is better than a lot of people who are just like, because like my dad's very old school. He could have very easily looked at him and like, suck it up, but he didn't.
Yeah, my parents, my whole support system is insanely good. I've got family and friends that support me, stand by me and stuff, and I'm very fortunate in that regard, because it is like, if I didn't have people to support me, it would be like, well, it doesn't matter how many issues I'm having, I have to put food on the table or I'm gonna die, and that would lead to just more hospitalization and or worse stuff.
Exactly. And it would be like a I was gonna say a vicious circle, but less so than that, more of like a domino effect. Mm-hmm. Like you would just be, I'm here, but now I'm here, and now I'm here, and now I'm here, and it's not gonna get any better.
Yeah, and that tends to be what happens with me, is it just quickly escalates, right? Because I've talked a bit on my streams before about how I'm in recovery from alcoholism and stuff, and that was that takes a lot of courage. And in case you have not been told by a random stranger on the internet looking at fucking lewd Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I'm proud of you. Good job, man. Thank you, appreciate that.
Oh, I had packs over here. Be opening these.
And it was very much a symptom of not having help with mental health, because it was just me trying to deal with it on my own, and so I would drink to cope with symptoms and stuff. And then a few years of that, and suddenly you're dealing with the mental health and addiction.
Yeah.
And all the problems that come with that. So viewers at home, I don't recommend you try it that way. It doesn't work. It always ends up poorly. But
there were several times in my life where I would say out loud to either myself or other people, like, it's a really good, hello sir, thank you for invading my personal space, at least I'm not inside of you this time. At the very least, I don't like the taste of alcohol, because this is exactly where I would go for the bottle. Like, I'm at that point now where I would be looking for relief at the end of a bottle, and it's only because I'm really picky and do not like the taste of booze. Because I dated an alcoholic for like 3 years, and every time she would want to try something, she would get me to try it, hoping that like I'd find something that I'd like to drink with her. And everything she'd bring me, I'd be like, this tastes like piss. Like, I would rather have a Pepsi right now. It's like, but you could mix this with Pepsi. I'm like, yeah, but I could also just have a Pepsi, which is way better. Like, you're not getting this. You drink your fucking bog water. I don't want it.
Yeah.
So I lucked out just by being picky, but it's a very near thing. It's almost like I should understand more where you're coming from, just because, like, I get it. I get looking for an answer where there isn't gonna be one, but fuck it, what else? What's your other option?
Right. Well, and my thing was, you know, I was so miserable and whatnot from life and the mental health that it was, I can't solve the things that are bothering me, like, right? Like, there are things beyond my control, so I can get drunk and feel better temporarily.
Well, it's
you know,
like, just from my brief time when I used to do like edibles and stuff like that to get by.
Yeah.
It was less like I was not feeling better about it. It was more just I wasn't capable of thinking about it anymore. And I think that was kind of part of it. Like, I don't feel better about it. I just literally don't remember it's a problem. Because my thoughts are so scattered that I will think I responded to a text message and then be wondering for 2 days why nobody replied, when my message wasn't even opened.
Oh god.
Like yeah. I didn't even send a thing, but I was positive I had a whole conversation with them.
Yep. Oh, those were the later days in my drinking career of checking the phone and going, oh, please God, tell me I didn't call someone or send an embarrassing text or something. Oh.
That actually, so I have a story based on that a friend of mine told me, because I was recently helping a friend. Yeah. We were in a Home Depot or a Rona or some equivalent of that, looking for a part for her dishwasher, because I guess her dishwasher was broken. And while we were there, we were looking at something that was like an advertisement that screamed like it was like a, you know, those late night infomercials that's like, does this and this and this, only $19.95. Yeah. And she was like,
then
oh, that sounds
now and you get 2.
Yeah, exactly, one of those. And she was like, that sounds really good. And I'm like, Laura, you sound like exactly the kind of person those late night infomercials target. And then she's like, so funny story. Apparently I got drunk and ordered something off of one of those, because like I was like just a box showed up at my door and it was like $400 and I couldn't figure out what it was, and I guess I got drunk and ordered it off that, but I couldn't find my credit card, so I asked my husband for his, and I'm like, and he didn't think there was a problem with this? She's like, he thought it was a gift for him, so he just gave me his credit card. I'm like, you both need handlers. Like, you need someone to supervise you when you drink.
Yeah.
Because clearly you can't be trusted. Like, $400 for just a thing that you bought on TV.
Yeah. No, people that are like married or in very long-term relationships with addicts have the patience of saints. I don't know how they put up with us when we're in the depths of addiction, because we do insane shit.
Well, speaking from my own experience, when I was dating the alcoholic, it was, this is the best I can do, so I better make this work.
Yeah. Well, it's probably
like, yeah, she's cold and distant, and we have basically nothing in common, but this is the best I can do, so we better make this work.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start moving some stuff here pretty soon. So,
well, I'm happy you and Ooks seem to have a much better relationship than that.
It is night and day better. It's like not even fucking close.
Good.
That was something that Artie mentioned, I think, last night. Or it was either Artie or Bears the night before that. Mentioned something like that. They're like, yeah, like you like your girlfriend. Like, it's a good thing that your girlfriend doesn't like it, like looking at this game. And they're like, oh, they get jealous over the anime waifus and stuff like that. I'm like, motherfucker, she finds me these. She'll go online and find. That's like, she sent me like a bunch of like fucking Dark Souls style moods last night, and I was like, this is good content.
I need to find me one of those. How do you find a partner that's like, yo, look at how hot this stuff is?
Well, my advice, take a look at your friend group and see who's like always been there. Like, maybe, because like I've known her for a few years and then continued to date crazy people. And then I really sat down and thought about it. I'm like, you know, like, we have like a lot in common, and like she's always kind of been there, and she's seen the shit I've gone through, and she's still sticking around. Like, fuck, maybe I need to like reevaluate like how I view certain people, and yeah, that led to that, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And like it kind of tied into something that it kind of tied into something I've been saying for years, which is like, if I'm gonna be in another relationship after all this crap that I'm going through, I want to be with a friend first, because then at least there's something there to grow. Like a healthy fucking starting point for a relationship, as opposed to more bullshit and like getting partway through a relationship and realizing we have fucking nothing in common.
No, I completely agree with that philosophy. That's how I've always dated, which is I need to get along with the person first, and then we, you know, if we're both interested in a romantic relationship, we go from there. And I find that it works really well until a breakup happens, and then it's like you're losing a partner and a friend, which can be really brutal.
It absolutely can. It absolutely can. And there's pros and cons to both, and I get that. But there was like kind of like what Snays just said in chat there, where he's like, I dated someone for 6 years now because we like to find 2D hot art. When I was at the, when I was at the 3-year mark or so with the alcoholic one, I realized I was sitting on the couch with her one day and I'm like, the only thing we have in common is we both kind of like to watch Criminal Minds. That's it. That is not enough to build a fucking relationship on, but it's on year 3 of this. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you definitely need a little more similarities than that.
You generally should. I mean, like, I know some people with the whole opposites attract thing. I find largely that doesn't work for people in the long run, but I know at least one couple that's been married and started having kids, and it's like, you guys are opposites. How do you live in the same house together? And they're like, well, we just do. And we love each other.
I've kind of stumbled into something. I've kind of stumbled into something that kind of plays into that, where it's you need similarities, but you also do need differences as well, because if you're not learning from the partner you have, eventually it's just going to stagnate, because you know, like, you'll get to a point where you're like, oh, how was your day? And it's like the same fucking way it was the last 5 goddamn times you asked that question, like, oh shit. But if you're learning from somebody and growing with them, it is so much easier to avoid that exact problem.
Yeah, it keeps things fresh and interesting, right? I mean, that's my friend circle to a T. I have friends from a lot of different like walks of life, and for me, one of the reasons I like being friends with all those people is like, well, this one likes sports, this one is into video games like me, this one is into, you know, performing arts, theater and dance and music.
I'm gonna say performance enhancing drugs.
Performance enhancing drugs. No, I mean, I go to AA meetings, so I'm friends with a lot of recovering addicts, but
I don't know why, but my brain was just like, it filled in that blank so quickly, and I'm like, why would he admit that, even if that was true?
No. No, I don't. Even if that was true, that's something I wouldn't discuss on stream, because
what happened earlier? My computer crashed. Like we were talking about driving fast in the snow, and as soon as I made a joke, my computer was like, and fucking closed.
Yeah. The universe trying to tell Mike something.
Yep. Did you know that if you make a bad enough joke on the internet, the fucking thing will censor it for you? The great thing about recovering addicts is you can sell them beer at a premium. Man's got a point.
No. No, you can't, because if I were ever in a spot where I was at the risk of relapsing and someone came up to me and was like, I will sell you this Bud Light for $20, I would go fuck yourself. I can buy a whole 12-pack for that.
I like how that almost sounded like it was going to be a moral high ground. And then it wasn't.
No.
Like, it was gonna be like, no, sir, I reject thee, Satan, and thy temptations. No, I know where to get a better deal than this.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I like to think that I'm in a spot with my recovery that I'm not really at risk of relapsing, but I also can't let myself get too lax, because like, you never stop being an addict once you become one. You just stop using. And so like, you know, if I get too lazy or start falling back into bad habits, it could happen.
Absolutely. So. And that's the thing that's important. Weirdly enough, that kind of sort of ties into something I was talking about the other day with Miranda, because we were talking about some stuff, and I was like, there were some problems that I encountered, like that I've run into as an adult that I definitely feel like I was not prepared enough for as a kid. She's like, what's that? And I'm like, well, there was 3 things. One, people don't want to give you drugs as much as TV will make you think they want to give you free drugs.
Correct.
like I was told like so many after school specials that's like, just say no to drugs, and I'm like, what where are all these free drugs?
Where do you find these people?
I'm actually spacing on what the second one was, and the third one was quicksand. Every TV show warned me about quicksand as a kid. I have run into zero quicksand as an adult, and I am disappointed.
Yeah, and it largely doesn't work the way the shows depict it.
Yeah, where the moment you touch it, it's just like, well, hope you have your affairs in order because it's over.
Yeah, it's like, just stop moving, and also there's a good chance it's not deep enough even to kill you. Like, you'll get stuck maybe, but you know, it'll come up to your waist and you're fine.
Exactly, yeah.
Until someone comes gets you.
They gonna get you.
Yep. No, the only people I knew in college that could get free shit were the hot girls, and they would just walk into a party and be like, "Oh, I've never been drunk before," and 30 dudes would be there.
And you're just sitting there going like, "You were drunk yesterday."
Yeah. Yeah, but horny idiots would be like, "Oh, here, let me buy you a drink," and it worked every fucking weekend.
Fucking what? Who's not gonna fucking see? That's the thing is, okay, so I can actually tie something into this. So I was actually at one of those parties once in my entire life. I went to one of them because I am not a party person. But my buddy, who was my roommate at the time, he was a big football guy. We actually had like the fucking odd couple thing going on where he was a football jock, I was a gamer, and for some reason it worked. Don't know why, but it did.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, come to this party with me," and I'm like, "Everything you just said sounds like something that I don't want to go to, but all right, fine. I'll try to be more social. Let's go." We went there, and it was like this. We had to walk super far. It was like this house party. I didn't know anybody else there, and of course he goes off and does the little social butterfly thing, and I'm just sitting on the couch. So I start flipping through the channels of this person's TV. I don't know whose TV it is, but I'm watching stuff, and fucking the Michael Keaton Batman movie pops up. So I just start watching the Batman from like fucking 1980 whatever, and at one point in that movie, have you seen that movie before? Just for clarification.
Yes, it's been a while, but
Okay.
I think I've seen it.
So there's a part in that movie where at one point he has to stop the Joker at an art museum, so he pulls up out front of the art museum and then rappels to the roof, only to smash through the skylight and go in the art museum. And I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm commenting on this. I'm like, why did he just waste all that time and resources? People are dying. And there's a guy who's behind me who's like, "That's a really good point." And I turn around, there's 5 people standing behind the couch staring at the movie screen with me, watching what I'm saying about it. And in that day, I knew I was meant to be a commentator on the internet.
Yeah. The origin story of the stream,
Right?
huh? Wow.
It was the dumbest thing, and I'm like, and all I was thinking was like, I shouldn't go to parties. Like, this is not my scene.
See, this was a warning sign that people should have picked out, but no one did at the time. I didn't like going to parties to socialize, but it was socially acceptable to get shit-faced there. So
Yes,
I went to parties to do that. And in hindsight, it was like, oh, maybe Kaz has a problem. But
Yeah, the problem is there's not enough parties for you to get drunk at.
yeah, they don't have them on Monday and Tuesdays. God.
All right, so I gotta catch up on chat here. So on this episode of Two Dudes Being Dudes, we continue discussion of adult video stars because Kaz is a bitch and refuses to answer as far as I can see, despite Mike saying Kaz has answered it. I don't remember saying that you answered the porn question. You seem to give me pretty good reasons on why you can't answer the porn question. Why did they bring a Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, on my stream, I certainly couldn't. And at this point, enough people are worked up about it that I'm like, I think on principle, I just have to not cave to chat.
Yeah, at this point, like, you can't fold. You can't give chat what they want. They'll never fucking let you hear the end of it.
Now, I will say, when I knew that we were going to do this stream together, I did think about this being an issue and was like, is Mike going to, like, bring it up immediately?
Is he going to jump me with this question?
And one of the things I considered doing, I didn't do it, but I considered doing was, like, going to, like, the 200th page of Pornhub models and finding someone on there and just saying that.
That
just
probably
so that wouldn't
have gone super well.
That?
I gotta get proof. All right, Artie, go ahead. I'm not saying I didn't say that. I'm just I don't remember that, but fuck it. I'm down to be proven wrong.
I don't remember giving an answer, so yeah.
And then, right, there was also I gotta help my mom with some stuff. Can't wait for you to stream with this hit YouTube streamer Zap Plays tonight. I still gotta make your avatar real quick. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did with yours, which is I'm gonna take his YouTube icon and then just like shittily Photoshop it onto a fucking Fire Emblem body.
Dude, I love what you made for me. It's fucking perfect.
Like you're like, I was like, do you have an avatar? You're like, just use this one, and I'm like, all right. I'm gonna take a look. I actually spent a really long time trying to figure out what character that was on, because I'm like, it looks like Peleus from Radiant Dawn, but sort of not. And then I couldn't find like any matching, so I'm like, fuck it, get him. I think I put him on. I think I put your head on Reese's robes from fucking from Radiant Dawn or Path of Radiance. I can't remember which one.
My guess. That would have been my guess. I was like, that looks like a Reese outfit.
Yeah, but I don't fully remember. But yeah, so I'm just gonna pick something similar for fucking Xander and just make it the same kind of thing.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. Did I just join a stream to find out Mike's first stream was an in real watch of Batman? Technically, yes. I mean, by all accounts, that's exactly what happened.
Yep, that's the lore. Write it down on the Wikipedia page.
Oh God, I love editing like Wikia articles with stuff that's not true sometimes. Like on the Fear and Hunger Wikia, originally, one of my friends who was a streamer of that as well, we kept joking that he was the origin of one of the characters, but the character in question was really creepy. And I guess every time they would update the wiki, I would go back and be like, this is based on streamer Sesway. Like, I would just keep adding it back on every time they take it off again. Wow. Like, and whenever someone would be like, why do you keep doing that? I would just type in all caps, I'm like, I am the lore master.
The unpaid upkeeper of the wiki.
Exactly. I mean, does anyone get paid to upkeep Wikipedia? It seems like it's no man's land.
I mean, I doubt many gaming wikis have paid people. Wikipedia probably has some paid staff, but they're a non-profit, so I can't imagine it's that many or that they are paid particularly well.
All right, if you're out there watching this, either live or in the VODs, and you work for Wikipedia, let us know how much you get paid. We won't make fun of you. In fact, it would be very educational if you could tell us how much you get paid.
Yeah, I would be interested in knowing that, for sure.
And hey, if you're a streamer, sign up now and you can be the next contestant on Mike's rambling fucking card shop. I'm gonna have to close the store soon. Oh, you are all gonna get fucking soaked going home tonight.
Phrasing?
I didn't say they were gonna get wet going home. That's a little bit worse.
Soaked, even worse.
You are gonna be so damp, Kathy.
Mike, stop hitting on the crappy 3D model.
I'm the boss and I'll hit on whoever I want.
All right, you know that will get you locked up in real life.
I made this joke with Burrs, but
get away with that.
I made this joke when I was with Burrs because we were talking about like mental health stuff, and then I was just like yelling about this. He's like, "I like how you're doing all this," and there's just one guy sitting in the back of the store just waiting for his card game to start. And I'm like, I like to imagine that like I'm just having this discussion out loud with nobody, and the customers are just having to be like, "Oh God, he's doing it again." Like, it's the best. Like, I got that a lot from, like, watching the Grumps when they're discussing something, but then they take a moment to, like, look around and realize how absurd it all is.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's kind of the best form of comedy, though. It's like when you look around, you're like, oh, I guess this would be weird if this was all actually happening. But no, fuck it. I'm the boss, and I will hit on whoever you want. Hey, sir, nice shades. Hey, dude, nice ass. Hey, Kathy, damn. On the way home. I'm gonna have a real bitch of a time trying to hire somebody else after this. I'm not popular at parties proceeds to get a cult following over watching Batman. And then everyone else is just making police siren noises. I don't think I'm going to take judgment calls.
Streamer, YouTuber. Many people wonder, where did his path to jail begin? To understand that, we have to go back to the very beginning.
TCG Card Shop Simulator.
Well,
everyone knows that all perverts begin in a card shop. God, that's probably true.
No normal people go there, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's probably actually true.
I went to a card shop for a few months once upon a time to learn Magic the Gathering and start collecting for a bit before I was like, this is way too expensive for my blood.
It is an extremely expensive hobby. Regardless of which one whichever one you buy into, it doesn't matter. It's always going to cost you. And it's like, I don't know what I joined into.
I also tried Pokemon cards and same issue. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because of like your backstory on that, you missed out on some very important like times to play Pokemon back when like the game didn't feel like just like everything can kill everything else in one hit, and it was like really fast. Back when it first came out, it was really like everything felt balanced. I don't know, maybe I'm just like old man mode being like, back in my day, only Charizard could deal 100 damage and have 120 HP. Besides that fucking Chansey.
Well, I mean, that base game, I mean, it couldn't have had more than 200, 250 cards, right? And that's a lot easier to balance than fucking thousands.
Artie's like, I can't find it, and I'm sitting here going, kinda sounds a little bit like Artie might be wrong about me saying that Kaz answered the porn star question.
I think he just really wants it, so.
Don't ever say that again. I think he just really wants it.
My brother in Christ, you were just hitting on your fake employees. Gen 1 had Persian 100% crit with Slash. You were calling
I'm talking about the card game.
Games
there's
card
no
game, not
there's
not
no crits in the card game, I think.
Broken as fuck.
Yeah. We're talking just about cards. Just cards. Also, I just wanted on the record that the Brilliant Store Pixel Remaster now carries Dark Magician Girl figurines. Buy one. Buy one. Buy one. You can do whatever you want to it. No one will know.
You can't make me. Just let me buy my Lego Star Wars spaceships. That's all I'm into.
I need to buy more deck boxes. Can't even put it in the jet. Okay, not that.
Artie, god damn it.
Oh, I have to pay bills. Oh, fuck. I really need to pay bills, and I just bought a bunch of shit. Crap.
Womp womp.
Well, I guess we might find out finally what happens if I don't pay my fucking bills on time.
Just make a lot of money really quick.
All right. Kathy, you may have to go topless today.
Jesus.
See, here's the beauty of it. HR doesn't have my phone number. Because there is no HR. Because I am HR. It's like that line from fucking Team 4 Star. It's like, I need an adult. I am an adult.
I am an adult.
The duality of man.
Yeah, pretty much. On the one side, you have horny. On the other side, you have horny but ashamed to admit it.
Oh, so the first side is just horny and proud. Horny on me. The first side is Sparky.
Yeah. Yeah. Sparky's one end of the spectrum and Kaz is the other end. Horny on main and can't be horny on main. Too embarrassed.
Okay, we need some money cards. I gotta pay rent. And my employee. And my lighting, in that order. See? You're sort of a priority, Kathy. You're just below rent.
You're not last.
You're not last. That's the lights. Because I have no problem making nerds play cards in the dark. Are asexuals just eldritch beings beyond the spectrum? I don't know. You tell me.
Don't they inhabit like the pure middle?
I don't think there's anything pure about that. Not asexuals, the middle. The middle is no man's land. Hell, asexuals might be the purest of all of us.
Yeah.
That's not a title I can fucking try to claim, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Mike the Sinner and Kaz the one trying to read it.
Yeah. Despite understanding. Yeah. I'm not claiming to be innocent. I'm just, ashamed about it.
Kaz over here singing fucking old Britney Spears songs. He's not that innocent.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that just fucking hit you real hard, the nostalgia, didn't it?
A little bit. I mean, more of a hit me baby, but
I still remember the fucking. I really remember the CD that fucking Baby One More Time came out on, and it's not even for it's not for any reason that you would ever guess.
Why?
So back when I was a kid, we used to go to the farmers market a lot, and my dad knew a lot of people, so like he was very, very good at making connections. So he made friends with this guy who ran a booth at the farmers market that sold like really cheaper video games. And I remember that we would always get to buy one thing of our choosing every time we went to the farmers market. So I got a copy of Legend of the Mystical Ninja for the Super Nintendo, and my sister got that CD. So in my brain, that game is synonymous with that CD, even though those two things have absolutely fucking nothing to do with each other.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like the brain makes associations in extremely strange ways. I like how I will always remember Diablo 1 when I consider the first time I ever swore in front of my parents. Because I was playing on the family computer, and then I got fucking killed by something from off screen. And I was like, "You bitch!" And like looked over to my left, and they're both staring at me, and I'm like, "My bad." I'm sorry. Please don't ground me. I have to get my body back.
I'm trying to think when the first time was that I swore in front of my parents. It's probably when we were like in a thunderstorm. Like my dad and I were working at an event, like in a tent outside, and like a really bad storm rolled through and was like threatening to blow stuff away. And I think I remember I was trying to catch like a speaker that was on a stand so that it wouldn't fall over and smash into the mud and water.
Wait, you were in a thunderstorm trying to catch electronics. Do you not see a problem with this?
Mike, it gets so much worse. So, okay. So when this happened, right, so I tried to grab the stand and prevent it, and then it kept falling over because I didn't have a good grip on it, and it fell over. I twisted my knee, and I have a bum knee for those that don't know, and I'm pretty sure I was just like, shit, and my dad didn't say anything because we were in the middle of this storm. Eventually, we zipped the tent up because cops had stopped traffic in the city and told people, abandon your cars, get indoors.
Jesus.
So we were like, maybe we should go inside a building. And as we were running for the nearest building, a blast of wind hit that was so strong it lifted me off the ground. And then I came back down and we did get inside, but I remember going, this is it. This is how I die.
I'm not dying without swearing at least once in front of my dad.
Yeah, well, so I think the reason he didn't ever bring it up again was because he's like, maybe he was going through a lot after, hurting his knee and then, flying away.
So when you started that story, you're like, oh yeah, the first time I ever swore in front of my dad was during like this big thunderstorm, and my brain filled in the rest of that story as, oh, it's like one of those times where someone's like, there's really loud music playing, and then someone yells something embarrassing just as the music stops. So to me, you were gonna you just let out a huge swear right as a fucking thunderclap stopped. And that's what I thought was the story was going. No, your story's way cooler. Like, your story was way cooler than that.
Yeah, it's it's kind of a wild one, that's for sure. I can't say I remember it fondly, but it's definitely a good story to have.
I mean, there's definitely some disconnect between something fondly remembered and something memorable.
Yeah, 100%.
I remember the first time I swore in front of my parents was an awful day. I was like 10, and it was like 2 8. God, dude, I was like fucking 17 when I swore in front of my parents. You started early. We were at home in the rain waiting for a bus, and that, like I said, I fucking hate this. Mom said language, and it's like, it's 2, and we are soaked in the middle of nowhere. Mom, I don't care, and she said, fair enough.
Wow, your mom's chill. If I'd sworn at that age, I would have been grounded.
So my brother actually took up like swearing really early on, and my mom could not get him to stop.
Took up swearing like you take up smoking.
Oh
or
yeah, no,
bad habit.
he was just cursing like just for fun because he was like it's getting me in trouble. And my mom tried everything. She tried the thing where like you wash his mouth out with soap. He didn't care. He figured out he could blow bubbles with that. So
Okay.
she tried everything she could think. Tried grounding, tried spankings, tried that, and nothing worked. Nothing worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So finally she tried something that was like just like I think someone recommended like, oh, just give him some of this and it'll work. So she gave him horseradish, and he hated it. Okay. So he stopped swearing, and it took me about a decade after that to find out that horseradish is a condiment, not a punishment. Because I saw someone get like a fucking hot dog, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll get some horseradish." So I'm like, "On purpose?" Like it fucked me up because I thought it was like, "Oh, that's just something really vile you put in your mouth to like stop you from doing something." No, it's a fucking condiment like ketchup.
Yep, lots of people like it.
And I had no idea because that was what I just saw as a kid, and then no one ever like took me aside. It's like, all right, this is what this actually for. Like, no. I just saw it and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I got this figured out.
See, we just got the threats of we're gonna wash your mouth out with soap if you ever do that.
Yeah, and again, once you realize you can blow bubbles, that doesn't work.
Yeah, well, probably would have worked on me because it tastes bad, and I have a terrible gag reflex, so it would have been bad for me. But I was also
we're definitely building the lore now. Fucking what day is it today? August 27th. We find out Kaz has a terrible gag reflex.
Yeah, so sorry all of you people that were hoping to have a shot with me, but I won't be able to satisfy you.
I mean, not with that attitude, you won't. Jesus, bro, you could try.
I don't think I want to date anyone in chat. No offense.
Ouch. I hope every single person in chat right now just puts like a fucking sad emote or something.
Try to guilt me into it. Fine, I'll date all of you. Jeez.
You just go onto your next stream and just like 5 people show up just to tell you they unsubbed because they don't have a chance with you.
No, now I won't be able to afford rent. Wait.
Bro, you can pay rent with your streams? I can't even do that.
No, I've made $7 in 2 months.
I mean, you know, $7. That's like almost
That's
like a
40,
fucking like that's almost like a loaf of bread.
It's almost 20% away from when Twitch will let you cash out.
What the? Oh, I bet you it's trying to cut off part of the word because it thinks it's like a racist thing. Like there's certain.
What is he trying to say?
I'm not sure. I think he's trying to say big sad, but like because the word "igs" is in there, Twitch has an issue specifically with anything with IG and like especially NIG. Even if you're spelling the word night, it will think you're trying to type something much worse, and it will stop it because it thinks you're going to go for something. No, not so PG.
Because it's a dumb robot that doesn't know what it's doing. Yep.
Yeah. So I see it sometimes. It bothers me because like there are certain people like, oh, like look at Knight's username. It's amazing that he was even allowed to he was even allowed to have that username because of that auto catch. Because you'd think Night would have been censored because it has NIG in it. Like someone tried to write Nigeria in a chat. I think it might have been yours. It was either yours or it was Sparky's or something.
Yes,
It was yours?
Potato tried to type that.
Yeah, and it cut it off.
I keep waiting for Potato to get banned because he had that. He had Kill the Black Fang that he said multiple times.
And he also has he's the only one in your chat that has the weirdest fucking auto mod sensors going on with his stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how he triggers it and no one else does. But you were saying I cannot marry Kaz-kun. How will I go on?
Oh, I hope someone one day
reaction.
I hope someone makes a fucking like date Kaz visual novel game in like the shitty fucking visual novel maker or something like that, and it just uses like your actual avatar with the white box around the head.
Dude, I would play the shit out of it if someone made that. I would probably even like show that off to my real life friends and be like, yo, look at this. One of my chatters made a fan game about me.
Right? Everyone forgets how I'm constantly getting shot in this chat for 6 months straight. Oh yeah, no, so Snaze, we figured that out though. It was because for some reason, we had turned the auto mod up to like fucking 95% or something. And everything you were saying for some reason was just getting targeted. Even though it was all innocent shit, because the auto mod was on high, it was just gravitating towards you. Finally, the best anime ever made, I will call it Isekaz.
I get teleported to a dating sim and I'm like, what is going on?
What do you mean I have to be lewd?
And to get the true ending, you have to be totally chaste. You get the Jesus maxing route.
I finally got the stupid act to work. Hi Mike, hi Xander. Wow, way to like completely ignore the guest host here. Xander's later. This is Kaz today.
Hello.
You're like, hi, I'm not Xander.
It's fine. It's okay.
Maybe she's reflecting on the fact that you're unattainable because of your lack of a gag reflex. I mean, can you really blame any of them if that's the case?
No, not at all.
People are allowed to have dreams. Don't steal anything.
You can now date the Twitch app in your phone called Cass.
Oh, is that from like the date? Yeah, it's a date everything mod. I'm sure you've heard of that game, right?
I've seen it, like, on
I haven't looked at it. I've just heard about it because Chet talked about it.
Yeah, no. I sometimes see the weird stuff on my Steam page. I'm like, how does this get recommended to me? I assume it's because I have Bayonetta in my library, and it's like, oh, he's horny.
That's all it takes. One game.
I don't know. Like, I don't have anything else lewd in my library.
Maybe it's scanning your PC, and you have something much worse in your PC itself.
Oh, the homework folder that has literal homework files.
Yeah. The homework chat, the homework folder. That's like my folder that says tax returns 1972. Totally what's in there. I wasn't even alive in 1972. Why the fuck would I be paying taxes?
See, I actually have a homework folder with homework in it from when I went back to school. And I don't know why I still have it. I'm not going to school anymore, but
I still have some of my old homework.
I guess if I ever get like hacked, people will go there looking for something and be like, what the fuck is this? This is a blueprint for a part? What is going on?
I was gonna say someone in like Night in chat is freaking out over something, and I'm not. I think it's from the Date Everything game. Oh, that's what I went back to. I went back to the game.
Timepiece.
Hi, Liz.
Betty Mac. What?
Well, I think they're talking about the Date Everything game. So I'm assuming Timothy is probably a watch or a clock. And Betty Mac makes me think she's a Macintosh computer.
Interesting.
I'm unclear on if any of that is true. That is guessing based on context clues.
Can you date the sun?
I think you could, well, I mean, it's called date everything, so I assume whenever someone asks, can you date X, the answer is the dev sitting there in his chair going, it's called date everything. And that's the only answer you ever get. Like, how much money did you make on this game? It's called date everything.
Date everything.
Which I guess actually, considering how horny the world is still technically an answer.
Can I date Natalie Portman?
Everything. And then you start to ask him a question that goes every, and then it stares at you until you try to finish answering the question, and then it goes thing.
Everything. Catboy, who's a cat clock. Betty is the bed.
Oh, Betty. I get it. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Kaz and Mike. Oh, okay. What's Artie?
At a wall for
I'm wondering what Artie is
minute.
ramping up to because he started his sentence with "Okay, Kaz and Mike."
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. But then the chaotic one. You can
Toilet
stare
your
at a
shower
wall for 1 full minute so that the physical embodiment of existential dread comes by to be dated. Why would I do that when I do that in real life every day?
Why
That's
would I
not
want
a
to date
fun
my
video
toilet?
game.
If I wanted something that was going to take my shit, I'd go back to one of my exes. Hi-oh!
Hold on.
It's a lie. They're not going to put up with my shit. They were awful. I don't want to go back. I'm scared.
And you shouldn't put
Kaz,
up with
hold
their
me.
shit.
Let's see.
Sending virtual hugs.
The bed is a very sultry woman who makes innuendos and gives pillow talk the whole time. Oh no, it makes pillow talk a whole new meaning. Do not mention Jean-Loup. That is a perfect name for a toilet. That kind of reminds me of that old joke from fucking Robin Hood Men in Tights where it's at the end of the movie they're like, henceforth your punishment shall be all the toilets in the kingdom shall be named John's. And he's like, no!
No! But
Question,
it's okay.
am I an ex? No.
All men in the kingdom will refer to their penises as Johnson.
Which is hilarious to me because there was that company that was always like Johnson & Johnson, a family company.
Yes.
And it's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
No, I cannot charge her $133 for that.
Shadow Lord 420. I don't know what that means.
Sir, I'm not going to question why the only thing you're buying in my store is the statue of a young boy. Please leave.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait, I didn't want to put that one out. Back in my binder. Send that to get graded when I find a few more full art cards. I'm going to need to put another shelf of figurines out soon. Is anything missing? Nope. I guess we'll buy more sleeves.
Oh, it's a character. It's dating your shadow.
You know, who the fuck is gonna pay $46 for fucking Seto Kaiba sleeves?
Someone.
Even like fucking horny fangirls aren't gonna do that because I know that because the Kaiba figurines barely sell.
Not your shadow, just a shadow. Oh.
Wait, you could bang like just a shadow, like just one that's like out there somewhere. Okay, see, this is a man of cult. I was gonna say this is a man of culture buying the Dark Magician Girl figurine, then I looked at him like, fuck, that looks like me. And now I'm just sad. Please leave. Stop reminding me of reality and get out of my store and come again.
Thank you for shopping. Fuck off and never return, please.
You're done price checking, get to fucking work. Don't stand outside all day. You think of paying you $50 a day to fucking look good? No, you do that part for free. Hey, it was a compliment.
It's like, wait a minute. I thought you were paying them to look good.
No, I'm modding them to look good. There's a difference.
Okay. I have so much to learn about owning a retail store.
Okay, lesson 1. See everything that I'm doing? Don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do
None
it?
of that.
Okay. Do you recommend I do the opposite or just something different?
I would say something different, because doing something the opposite is still tangentially related to what I'm doing, so you want to be as far away from that as possible.
Fair. All right. I like the logic.
I don't know why I'm going back to this, but my brain just latched back onto what Xavier said earlier about Fast Guy Gaz, and I'm like, I really want you to have like a doppelganger that's exactly you, but it just has a twirly mustache on it, and it's just Fast Guy Gaz.
We will be speed running Mario 64 today.
Man, I gotta go fast. Oh, god damn it, that's just fucking brilliant.
That's a good, I like that idea as a character for the stream.
I do too. It's like when, before I rebranded, my name was Spiral Sigil, so I used to use Sigil for like all of my identity stuff. And if I was playing Pokemon, I would just name my character backwards as my rival. So his name was Ligus, which is not a word.
Ligus my balls, am I right, fellas? All right.
Kaz is disconnected from the chat.
Yeah. I've peaked. I can't make any better jokes than that. I will be retiring.
No, I will not be taking questions. So yeah, I definitely think you need to have, in the lore of the channel, you need to have a doppelganger.
All right.
And he only goes fast. He only goes 1 speed, and it is brrr.
Yeah. As fast as possible. I will add that on my note
He just
list
like
here
exclusively
of
he plays like
to figure out.
He just exclusively plays Sonic games.
He'll play Ultra Kill. Maybe when I do
Ultra
Kill,
what Super Hot?
That'll be the
Super Hot.
I've not played Super Hot, but that, yeah, same idea, right?
Fast Guy Kaz, hater of Armor Knights and lover of Sword Masters. You know what he would do? He wouldn't play Hector mode. Not enough speed.
He'd play Hector mode, but get everyone killed.
Just because he's just always rushing in.
Yeah, we're rushing in, we're not strategizing, and we sure as hell ain't going back if you fall out.
Yep. Don't make me turn this car around, because I won't, but I will push you out of it.
Because I will not. Yeah.
Oh, right. Deck box is over here now.
Doppelganger Xavier be like, I'm straight.
Night DR when RD walks in. And thinking, oh, I made a typo, so my joke isn't funny. But I still understood what you were trying to convey. That's the thing. And I think that's the most important thing. I think that's the most important part, is even if you mess up a joke, if people still laugh because they understood the joke you were trying to tell, and they don't even realize you made a mistake in it, joke still works. Joke still works as far as I'm concerned. You don't have
to delete your account. It's only if no one gets it and you made a typo, then just nuke it all.
That joke was bad and you should feel bad. Oh, that's like otherwise known as my entire stand-up comedy career.
I don't know. I don't think I would have the nerve to do that, to get up and tell jokes like that.
So I just did what a lot of comedians do back when I used to do stand-up, which is I just told stories. Like I would literally just go up on stage and just tell like fucking depressing stories about my life with a funny spin on them. Because I'm like, someone needs to find this funny so it's justified as why I had to deal with it. Like, oh, this happened. Like the oh god, what was like a really good example of that? I'm trying to think of like something that I talked about on stage that was like actually funny. So my grandmother had a really sick sense of humor. and we weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons at home. Not due to religious reasons like what you had to deal with, but just my parents were like, that show's bad for kids. They can't watch that. My grandmother was like,
Right.
it's way worse things they could be watching. Who cares? So if I went over to my grandmother's house, I was allowed to watch The Simpsons. And we also watched America's Most Wanted.
Okay.
Which is weird because we're Canadian, but we would watch America's Most Wanted. And at the end of every episode of that, they would always say something like, and the killer is still out there. If you have any information, call this number, blah, blah, blah. And so I would go to bed right after America's Most Wanted because it was like at 10 o'clock at night or something, and that was super late for me. God, that's late for me now. I feel old. And before she tucked me in at night, she would be like, okay, you know, sweet dreams, have a good night, blah, blah, blah. And then she would, like, right before she turned off the light, she'd be like, by the way, that guy's still out there. And then close the door.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, as a kid, I'm like, oh my God. But we're Canadian, right? He wasn't out there here. He was out there. But, like, I'm a kid. How fucked up is that? And she did that just for kicks.
Grandma is absolutely based.
Yep. I told that story on fucking stage, and my mom's like, did you really go on stage and gaslight your dead grandma? And I'm like, is it really gaslighting if she actually did it?
Yeah, that's not gaslighting.
Like, I don't think it's gaslighting. I think it's spreading her legend to a new generation. He was crazy. I mean, my mom got a lot from her too, though, because like there was a time, like, okay, so basically, as a backstory thing, and a lot of people in chat already know this, when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money because my dad had a spending problem of a drug variety, I shall say. But we didn't know about that, so we just thought he sucked with money. So I knew what a pawn shop was when I was really, really young, because my Super Nintendos and N64s would end up in there almost constantly. So I did something bad, and my mom grounded me, and I laughed. She's like, what's so funny? And I'm like, what exactly are you grounding me from? My Super Nintendo's in the shop again. We don't have a TV. Like, what are you possibly taking away from me? Because I thought I'd won. And what I didn't know was she had gotten a new job and needed a PC for working at home and stuff like that. So what she did was she went and got the PC, installed all of my games on it while I stood there watching, looked at me and then went, now you're grounded for 2 weeks. And I was like, you absolute bitch. But as an adult, I'm like, that's fucking genius.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's shit you gotta do to, like, a teenager.
Yeah.
Because teenagers are so fucking sassy.
Like, she figured it out, like, immediately, and I'm like, oh my God, I hate this, but also, I have to respect the game. She got me. I thought I won up, and she got me, like, because it was like, I don't know if this says a lot about my household and all that, but like we were a spanking household. If you stepped out of line, you got your fucking ass beat. And I thought I had fucking won against my mom when I was like, haha, you can't, like, you don't even hit that hard, so whatever. This is nothing. So she went to fucking hit me, and I'm like, that didn't even hurt. And I thought I won. And instead, she looked at me, she's like, all right, your dad gets home in 4 hours. Have fun waiting for that. And then left the room, and I'm like, oh God. Like, the psychological torment of that was so much worse than the actual beating. And that's when I learned that if you're gonna abuse somebody, you hit them mentally, because that shit stays forever. Yep. Bruises and cuts heal over time, and mental scars stay on your soul till you die. Exactly. So that's what I learned. Like, man, my mom taught me how to torture kids from a very young age. I don't think that was her plan, but it is the end result. Did our moms study together? I think it's just something you pick up innately as a mom. Like when you have the kid, like when you pop up the kid and they take the kid to go get like cleaned or whatever, the doctor walks up and like hands your mom a pamphlet that's like, all right, here's how you fuck him up for life. No, it's when you have to live with a child, you naturally are just like, God, someone's got to put this little monster in its place. Yeah, well, somehow my brother missed that. Problems. Somehow she failed on my brother on that one, because he, like, if I got grounded, I was grounded. There was no talking out of it. There was nothing else. My brother dialed it up to 11. So that he was so annoying that if he got grounded, his grounding lasted like 4 hours before they got so sick of him that they would just be like, you're not grounded anymore, go out. Get out of the house. Go do something for a while. Wow. And he would pull that, like, he would negotiate. Like, if he was doing something annoying, my mom would be like, stop doing that. And he would just say, okay, I will do it one more time and then I'll stop. And I'm like, sitting on the couch watching this, I'm like, he can do that? why can't I do that? And she's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, but you let him get away with it, so yes. Yes, he fucking can get away with it. You can't say he can't and then just let it happen.
Yep.
It's fucking insane. Do you have any siblings? I don't think I ever asked this.
I do. I have one younger sister, 2 years younger.
Okay, follow-up question. Did you want a sibling? Oh, that is a long, like, I know he's slow guy Kaz, but that is a long pause, guys.
So I would have been 2 when she was born, and I was very excited to have a little sister.
But...
And that was probably the only time I was excited to have a little sister.
There it is.
The entire rest of our childhoods, our personalities did not mesh. And I'm going to throw it out there because, you know, on the off chance she finds this someday, right? I love my sister very much. And, you know, it's not like I hate her and I don't talk to her or anything. She's a great person, but we do not match personality-wise. And so when you live together for 18 to 22 years... there's a lot of incidents.
Oh, I mean, like, my brother is almost exactly 10 years younger than me. So for most of his life, I would keep trying to get rid of him. Same thing with my sister. My sister.
What the fuck does that mean?
If I could trade, if I could
disappear your sibling.
If I could have traded him for a pack of cards, I would have traded him for a pack of cards. Like it's. Like my parents told me when I was getting a sister because she's like 3 years younger than me. I was like, can I just like have a fucking Super Nintendo instead? Like I don't want a sister. And they're like, that's not how this works. Yeah. So, but thankfully I can safely look back on all of that and admit I was absolutely dead wrong. Like my sister's awesome. She is so protective of us. My brother is literally the reason I have a roof over my head. He has done so well for himself. I love them both and I wouldn't trade them for anything. But as a kid, yeah. I was an absolute shit of a big brother. Like, I didn't want siblings, and I made sure they fucking knew that, like, every day of their lives. Like, I was absolutely awful for it, so I am very glad that they turned out as amazing as they did, because none of that was my doing. Not a damn part of that was my doing.
Well, I'm glad it worked out in the end. My sister has admitted to me that she, apologized, that she's like, I was by far the worst sibling and you were a very great older brother. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. That doesn't, you know, undo the the trauma, but I appreciate it.
I do think it's nice when you can, like, have that mature, like, kind of, like, walk back of things with your family. Like, you know, maybe we didn't get along when we were younger, but we're great now. Like, my sister and my mom used to hate each other. They would fight all the time, and they are literally the best friends in the world now. And I love that. I love that for them. I think it's fantastic that they're so close-knit and everything like that. And when I have, like, my other friends who have, like, their kids growing up, and they're like, my one friend that I mentioned earlier, she's got 3 kids. And, like, they're starting to hit the teenage years, and it's like, don't worry, like, I know this is so cliche, but, like, my fucking sister and my mom hated each other, and they're best friends now. No matter what you do, there's gonna come a time in their life when they realize they need you and that you were actually doing what's right for them. And when that time happens, you're fucking set. You're golden, because it's gonna be a great relationship from that point on. And usually the response I get to that is, can we just skip the waiting and get to that fucking point right now?
Right.
I think we danced around this enough. What the fuck is going on in chat? I just looked at the chat and says, all right, question, is it if it's necrophilia, if it's a ghost? How did we get to this point?
It is not necro. There's no physical body. I play Sims. I know things.
I have so many questions, and it's one of those times where I don't think I want the answer. You're playing Crush. Don't ask questions. All right. You know what? That's probably the best advice I can get. Don't ask fucking questions.
What is Crush?
You know idle clicker questions. Games?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm bored, so click, and you get, like, stats off it. It's that, but the reward is porn. It's a hentai game.
Okay. Interesting. man, what will they think of next?
Well, I probably the same thing I've been saying for years, which is probably like just full on like interactive VR porn, because that's going to be the end of the human race right there.
Haven't they made that and it's just not very good?
Well, I don't think it's interactive yet. I think it's just like porn you watch with a VR rig. I'm talking like full on like AI simulation shit. Until they get smart enough to make AI interactive porn that can still reject you, then the human race might get saved.
God, can you imagine that?
I think that's when the suicide rates will spike. Like, if they're not high enough yet, that, like, I got rejected by a person who's not even real. I'm done.
Yeah,
I quit
by
life.
A fucking computer. A computer that is programmed to just bang whatever's in front of it.
Yep. And apparently I wasn't a right caliber to be the it was banging.
It's like those people that like tell stories of like, yeah, I hired a prostitute to like take my virginity, and then when they found out that's what I was doing, they were like, I'm not doing this. It's like you can't even pay to lose your virginity.
That was a mentality thing I never understood. Like, being a virgin is bad. Like, I didn't get with anybody until I was in, like, I think 22 or 23. It was my first actual relationship. Oh, yeah. And at that point, I was just like, at this point, like, maybe I passed that point in high school where I was just like, oh no, like, everyone's getting laid but me, boo-hoo. But I was a social outcast anyway, so it really wasn't that big of a change. It was more like, okay, I'm in my 20s now. If I'm gonna do it with anybody at this point, I might as well hold out for a proper relationship and everything like that. So I was the weird one who, the first person I went out with long term like that, wanted to do something on like the first date, and I was the one being like, no, if you want this, you have to put a ring on it. Like, I want it Facebook official before you get to diddle any of this. This is the weirdest holdout ever. Like, the kind of thing that I couldn't tell my guy friends, because if I did, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, they'd be, what the hell? You had it and you rejected it? Yeah. No, I don't get the hang up on why it's so important either. But it is to a lot of people, I guess.
Yeah,
Even though
I
they'll
don't
tell you, well, it's not that important, but it's like a little weird. And I'm like, so it is important.
Yeah, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, really. It's just like, oh no, this thing that, like, this
accidental Jesus maxing.
Look at that! I was studying the CAS methodology before I even knew him.
Yeah.
One day I will be as holy as thou.
Oh God, you better hope not, because you're still going to hell then.
Dude, I've been going to hell for fucking decades now. At this point, I'm just hoping I can pick the radio station. And yes, I'm aware that we're gonna play fucking Crazy Train by Ozzy on loop. I'm aware. I like that song fine, but come on, be original.
See, like my hell would have country music playing nonstop, and I would be like, please, anything but this.
I have developed such a tolerance to that because I basically live in Canadian Texas. So
Yeah.
like everything is country music. Like, hell, I worked at a fucking mall in a record and CD place when Frozen came out. The hell do you think I listened to on loop? And it had no control. Like, people bitch about fucking Christmas music on loop. That is nothing on fucking Let It Go for the 90th time in one day.
Don't get me started on Christmas music, okay?
No. We found a button. We have found the button.
All right. I don't want
hell
to
did I
be
get
the
this from?
Grinch for other people, but like fucking I hate Christmas music with a fiery passion.
Is it just the music, or do you hate Christmas?
More and more, it's probably just Christmas. It didn't used to be that. It used to be just the music, but we had insane family drama a couple years ago at a Christmas gathering, the type of thing where people are like swearing, storming out of the house and slamming doors type of drama.
Oh, fun.
And so, yeah, so things just haven't been the same since then. And with the music stuff, like, so there's multiple layers to it. One, I get tired of it pretty quickly just because it's the same 10 songs over and over, right? And then two, working retail.
Hannah's gonna give you some Mariah Carey.
Oh my God. Have you seen that video? It's like an animation of a cartoon animation of two people just chilling in a house, and then Mariah Carey starts singing in the distance, and the guy runs out with a shotgun, and he's like, "Leave my family alone."
I've seen the ones where it's like X amount of days until we can thaw out Mariah Carey again, and it's just like her entombed in ice. So I think it's kind of like same energy.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. But so the big thing with my
Why is there an
Christmas
emote
story
for
is, in
that?
addition to working retail jobs, where I worked in stores where that shit started in October, right?
Yep.
In addition, my mom is a piano teacher.
Oh no.
Who in late October, early November would start having her students practice Christmas songs so they could play Christmas music at their Christmas gatherings.
Yeah.
So I would finish working at the store where Christmas music was playing in October, come home, and some 8-year-old is banging out a shitty version of Jingle Bells on the piano, and listen to versions of that for 4 hours straight.
Oh, that's hell. Also, speaking of hell, I don't know if you looked at chat, but there's apparently a Mariah Carey emote.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Jingle Bell. Yeah, I heard that too.
Jingle Bell. Yeah.
Sparky, you got a back room. Was Kaz hiding in it? Kaz was not. Kaz was hiding, oh, geez. Well, he was hiding not near the loot posters. Maybe this one. He did sort of pick that one without picking that one.
By the ass poster. I was just scrunched up in a ball like a gremlin. I was going, Mike, why aren't there any ass posters in the store?
I won't do the show unless there's ass posters in the store.
I'm a man of taste and of, there's got to be some level of standards in this store.
You're right. In fact, I think we need another ass poster.
I approve.
Hold on, let me go through the posters and see if we can find more butt. These posters are getting expensive. Guys, I hate to break it to you, I don't think we have any more ass posters. This is the closest one.
God damn
But I'll buy it for you, don't worry. It was $1,000, but damn it, it'll be worth it. There you go. There's some butt right there. Yes, we're open.
Yeah, I guess it's as good as I'm gonna get.
I'll just idle over here, okay? How's that sound?
Which dual mommy has the best dual donk, though? What the fuck does that mean, Sparky?
Did I see the water charmer poster? I think there's... Yes, I think I have something of Arya the water charmer in the poster selection. Is this... Yeah, yes it is. I changed the payment card over to Pot Agreed. Which actually might make it into the next update, because I mentioned to the creator that... Because he'd only made 4 posters for the update, and he was just like, I'm just behind on that. And I was like, yeah, I kind of got impatient, and I just made all of the posters myself. And he's like, do you just want to send me that file, and I'll just credit you? And I was like, oh, I mean, I guess. Here's all the stuff I changed. So, honestly, if we start seeing more people with Pot Agreed debit cards in other streams, we'll know I did that. Go set the prices.
What's interesting...
Are there thigh ones? There's very likely at least one thigh one. I'll have to take a look.
Nice. Thighs are also pretty cool. Not as good as butts, but... Xander, what's interesting is Gingerbread House, the song that plays in Noel's house. I fucking love that song. I don't know why, because it does have that kind of Christmas wintry feel to it, but it's just so happy sounding.
It's a nice pack. Lots of shiny cards in it. Hear me out though, femboy poster. Pretty sure I don't have any of those unless there's any characters that are like from Yu-Gi-Oh that are like canonically like trans. And I just didn't realize when I was grabbing their poster. Not that I would run out of my way to go change it, I just don't think I got any. We cater
Was
to...
that a Monopoly game?
Oh yeah, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh Monopoly game on my shelf over there.
What the fuck?
That is not even the weirdest Monopoly game ever.
No, that's not that. I'm just surprised it's in the mod.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's this, the fast dealing property game.
Yeah,
I want to put a hotel on my Blue Eyes White Dragon.
The weirdest Monopoly game I've seen was at my local Walgreens. That was Monopoly of the city I live in, which is like a suburb of an actual major city in my state, which is in the Midwest, so already a flyover place. And I was like, this is an obscure place that no one outside of my state has heard of. How is there a Monopoly game about it?
Was it locally made? Like, because that could potentially be the answer.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the box, but it must have been that they like custom made, 50 of them or something.
Are you punching your microphone while you're talking?
No.
It's just, I was like, it sounded like something was bouncing around while you were trying to say that.
Oh, well, I do have nervous leg syndrome.
Oh, I've got that too.
My legs are pretty much
new to me.
always bouncing at any given time. So sorry.
Do you get told often that annoys people?
Yes.
Because like that and pacing are the two things I always catch flack for, and I'm like, I can't help it. I have this energy, it has to fucking go somewhere. I don't know what you want me to do about it. It's either this or I will stand in front of you and hop in place. Like, what do you want me to fucking do?
Yeah, I mean, I always just kind of go, I'm sorry. I'll try to be mindful of it, but it's an automatic response that I've had for over 20 years. It's not gonna stop.
Exactly, and just like, I don't know, like, my mom used to always give me shit for that. She was like, stop pacing. And it's like, I can't help it.
Yeah. What it must be like to be a normie who's like, have you tried just not doing it?
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like,
Have you just considered not being sad all the time?
yeah.
Have you considered just like, oh, when you start getting depressed, can you just like not do that? And it's like, oh fuck, man, I didn't even consider that. What a great idea.
It's one of the best things about being in recovery, and because people will tell people that are struggling with addiction all the time, you just gotta stop. And it's like, yeah, they're aware, or at least most of them are aware that, but they aren't able to for whatever reason, Oh,
my favorite is like if you've ever been around somebody who's like upset and someone tells them to just stop crying. Like, there's no faster way to guarantee that person's not gonna stop crying than to tell them to stop crying. Although my dad always had the alternative of, I will give you something to cry about. So, there's also that.
Classic.
Yep.
I have an ex that would, when my anxiety was getting crazy, would just try to say, calm down. Be like, I appreciate the effort, but that's not gonna calm me down.
Yeah. Or for anyone else, I'm painting a picture of just the most abusive household ever, and it wasn't as bad as I'm making it out to be. It's post-gift of exaggeration, people.
You're getting all the hits back to back.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is I was also very familiar with the colors black and blue because those were the colors that I was apparently going to get beat. It was always those two colors. I'm like, can we ever get a turquoise in here? Bam!
What about a dark brown or kind of a purpley
or
mesh?
Don't give me that look. It's like, what look? The look that my face is? Like, I'm not making a look. Or don't take that tone with me. It's like, I'm not giving you I'm giving a tone now. Now I am.
My favorite that I still struggle with today with authority figures is like when they ask you a question and then you give an answer they don't like and they say, "Don't talk back to me."
Yep. You mean answer? As in
you,
the question?
You literally asked me for input and I gave my input and you didn't like it. That's your problem.
See, that is like, there's a lot of disadvantage to being an adult. Let's just be real here. Like, you got bills, you got more anxieties, you got lots of other shit going on. But one of the definite advantages to being an adult is you don't have to put up with that shit anymore. And if someone's gonna talk like that to you, you can just walk away and be like, that's a person I'm not associating with anymore. And it's very handy.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the best ways I've been able to fix a lot of stresses in my everyday life is if someone starts doing shit like that, or they're just being like a piece of shit person, it's like, this is just a person I don't need anymore. Like, maybe I outgrew them, maybe they outgrew me, maybe they were always shitty and I just never noticed, but either way, not my fucking problem anymore. Now there's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
So, what are your plans for the rest of the day after this?
Have some dinner. Then
Have some dinner? Aren't you an hour? Oh, you're an hour ahead of me.
Yeah, so it's 4:15 where I'm at, and I tend to eat around like 5:30.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, my parents are out of town. They're visiting my sister, so I have the house to myself for the weekend.
Party at Kaz's place. I'll bring the Batman.
Exactly.
We'll watch Batman.
Yeah. All right. And
it's what
so
I'm known
I'm
for.
gonna probably. I'd watch Batman. It's been a long time. I'm sure there's lots of things I don't remember.
Party time.
So I'm gonna make a frozen pizza, and then I'm probably not gonna stream tonight just because we're doing this together, and that's probably gonna be my streaming batteries for the day. But I will stream either tomorrow or Friday because it's been a while since I have, almost a week, I think.
It has been a couple of days. I was beginning to get a little bit concerned, and I'm glad it was just, it's an internet issue, which is totally understandable, totally reasonable. Annoying as fuck, but reasonable.
Yeah, it was basically me just being like, I was getting really upset about it, and I was like, the whole reason you started streaming, Kaz, is to do something you enjoy. And so if you're getting this upset about it, maybe you just need to take a break and walk away for a few days, because it shouldn't be this aggravating.
Exactly.
So
I'm very glad that was the only itch in the plan there was, stream's just being a bag of dicks right now because of my ISP, and which is something that I know Sparky deals with almost every day because most of his fucking stream titles are shouting out how shitty his ISP is.
Yeah, Spectrum is,
Yeah. Actually, it's funny, and I can point this out too. For the longest time, I thought Sparky's internet was called Obligatory Spectrum, because I didn't piece together that he was saying it was an obligatory post about how shitty it is. So when Serenity was talking about her internet, I'm like, are you also on Obligatory Spectrum? And didn't realize how stupid that question was. Because I didn't realize it was called that. It's like funny. When you hear a name for so long and you think that's how it's pronounced, or like you read it and you've never been corrected.
Yeah,
that's how I felt. I was like, oh god, I am the dumb. Are there more card sleeves to get? Yeah, there's at least one more.
Yeah, I would say 2 weeks would be, if I just have disappeared for 2 weeks, would be the thing. Otherwise,
the SpaghettiOs.
I would tweet something about it. Yeah.
All right, Kaz, I'm going to give you the distinct honor of picking the very first statue we buy for the store as a decoration. You can pick either. Well, don't look at the names because the names are not changed. We can get either the Yugi statue, the Karibo statue, or the Kaiba statue. Your pick.
I want the Game Boy Advance statue.
Well, that is $10,000 that I do not have.
Well, why don't you? Let's get the Karibo statue.
Done. Now, where do we put this fucking thing? Damn, that's considerably bigger than I thought it was. Let's put it outside.
Oh.
It's street real estate. Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. I love it. I'm gonna move you a little bit more to the left.
Aw. He's a little
There we go.
spooky, but he's a little cute too.
Wait, if you saved, you could have gotten pot of greed. Oh, we'll get pot of greed. Don't you worry about that. Right now, we have this. I wonder why this one looks so detailed. Like, it's because it's like, it's matching kind of this, but like everything else looks considerably more cartoony and not as defined as this. Oh, I need more Karibos.
I don't know. Does it just look better upscaled for some reason? Usually that's not how it works.
Might be it.
But
That
maybe
might
it's
be it.
originally that size and he shrunk it down for the other models.
It is very possible that's the case. All right, I'm gonna have to get another binder soon, but beyond that, we're doing pretty good. How are we doing on builds? Oh, 5 days? That's Future Mike's problem. You ever do that where you're just like, oh, I have a thing coming up? That's Future Kaz's problem.
All the time.
Oh, almost exclusively, sir.
Yeah, no,
I make poor decisions daily.
I just, I'm just trying to get through each day alive, man. Like, everything else is secondary.
Repo says buy our products or else.
Yeah. There's an Undertale TCG, really? I've never
There's
heard
a slight
of that.
echo whenever you get loud, but oh yeah, I think it's just coming through Kaz's side, which is fine. It's very, like, I picked up it once or twice, but it's not like a consistent echo, so it's not super, super bad. I don't think it's like breaking anything. I've also been telling Kaz about like some noise filtration things he can tick away with later on, and I think that will definitely give him a hand too. Like I said, that NVIDIA thing is a fucking lifesaver. The only thing I've noticed that's a downside to it is if you get super, super loud to the point where you're probably not making coherent words anymore, it will just cease recording for you. Like it won't pick up because you're not making actual
Gotcha.
words anymore.
That makes sense. I mean, it's still like, even with, I mean, it's still sound gating at the end of the day, and so.
Yes, yeah. It's handy for most things, and then if you're trying to do stupid voices or imitate sound effects, then you might want to be aware of it.
Oh, like when I scream "father" at the top of my lungs when Elliott's father dies?
Maybe. It depends on how shrill you go. Do dogs react?
We don't have pets, so I don't know.
Well, you'll have to find someone else and just play your stream at their dog. It's like, hey, can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Just like play your phone
find
in front of
someone
them.
walking down the street. Hey, pardon me. I need to borrow your dog for a minute.
Don't worry, I don't need it for very long. Just I need your dog to watch this video I made. Why are you running away from me?
Why do they all run away?
I just want to find out if my sound quality is good. And I need their dog to help. Oh, now we get to see it. Now we get to see it in the rain.
You were thinking of saying we get to see Karibo wet, weren't you?
I was absolutely on the verge of saying that, and I was able to backpedal out of it in time.
I could hear it.
It was like, like when something, like when you go to say something and you're like, no, come back to me, words.
Yeah. Oh, I'm live in front of 14 people. Maybe I shouldn't say that. No.
I'm just gonna buy both of these licenses and just get both now. There we go. You don't want a sopping
What
wet
the
hairball? Well, you know, when you put it like that.
Did you see the comment above that?
I don't know if I ever told you before, Mike, but I found a high quality, not safe for work FNAF game. I don't want to read the rest of this. I'd like to back out of this sentence now, thank you. Because I don't see it going anywhere positive. Like, everything about this sounds terrible to me, and I don't like it. I need another shelf soon.
As someone with a cat that is unbothered by train sirens, I was in that Kaz stream, and when he said "Dad," my cat lifted her head and looked at the screen in horror like, "Are you okay? Did you die? That sounded like you died." Huh.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's actually considerably more tame than I thought, Knight. Also, yes, I guess you have cat appeal to your sound effects. From the sounds of it.
Well, I mean, cat concern. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's an emote idea. Cat concern.
I think we just heard him write that idea down. What is B
did.
doing? That's a very good question. What is B doing? When do we get a Fast Guy Gaz emote?
After we do a stream as him.
Okay.
And see if the idea sticks or not.
You don't even have to stream as him. You just need to like mention him that he's like out there, waiting,
Oh, yeah.
watching. Because I mean, doing a stream as him would require you to fucking play fast, and I don't know if that's fucking on the table.
Well, maybe he just possesses my body. So, like, when I button mash and skip dialogue, that's Fast Guy Kaz taking over.
You just rush through a move and get a unit killed, and you're like, "Damn it, Gaz!" And all you hear in the background is just, "Yeah."
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta
there
go
we
fast.
There's a whole bunch of. I can make a soundboard effect. We can have an emote. So many things for the brand.
There we go. There we go. See, guys, we're making history here, not just in our own stream, but in Kaz's stream too. It's glorious. You doing?
You can
what on
all
the
get
table?
in on the ground level. Just subscribe now, and you'll be one of the founding investors of the Slow Guy Kaz stream.
Which feels
That's a joke. Don't
counterintuitive
do
when you
that.
tell them to do it right away.
Yeah. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Channel your inner Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Oh, just do it. Great meme.
I don't know why, but that meme just like hit me on so many levels. I'm just like, I love everything about this.
It's such a good meme.
It's such a good fucking meme. Did you ever hear the fucking remix someone made with the Daft Punk song, where it was like better, faster, stronger, do it?
Yes, that
It's
is such a good video.
That's unironically part of my Get Psyched mix.
Yeah, it's like it's actually motivational.
It really is. It abso-fucking-lutely is. All right, the next binder's gonna cost fucking $10K to buy the fucking license for, so we're just gonna put duplicates out for a bit. You heard of Objection Fund? Oh, is that Phoenix Wright with Daft Punk? I heard I heard Smoother Criminal which was Phoenix Wright dubbing over Smooth Criminal, and the fucking sound effects being matched up were amazing. I think I need to send that to Artie since he's doing a Phoenix fight.
23 million views? How have I not heard of that?
Well, you are Slow Guy Kaz.
This is true.
Your legend
And then
lives
what was
on.
Objection Funk and Smoother Criminal?
Smoother Criminal, yeah, with Phoenix Wright animations over it. It's so fucking funny.
Oh my gosh. All right. I got those two pulled up on the YouTubes to watch when we're done.
Excellent. Excellent. I wanted to hire somebody new by today, but I don't think we're going to get it. Oh, keep knocking this box over. I do need to buy another shelf soon. Don't want to. I don't think this table gets much use. I'm going to sell this table. Get out of here. Those are the prices. I'm trying to think like in my head because I've got to give Xander a time to get ready for it as well.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I need
That's
time
tonight
to.
You guys are doing
Yeah,
that?
he messaged me this morning. He's like, I don't think I have the energy to stream, but I think I have the energy to do commentary if you want to do that tonight. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have a night plan yet. And it's either that or go back to yelling at Dark Souls. And the more time I take between now and then is probably better for my mental state.
Yeah.
No, common Dark Souls thing.
Well, so you got me playing my own file again, and I said I'd never done the DLC before, so I'm doing it, and I'm on the Artorias fight.
I love that as Lyn with no shield, but I hated it when I was using his shield, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, no, I get it. I haven't beaten it yet, and it's an awesome fight, but also I had to stop where I was at. I was like, okay, we're getting too worked up. Come back to it in a few days.
Oh, with Dark Souls. Level what? I'm right here. I have a knight. That's not what I meant. Also, if you guys have not seen it yet, my friend Sam, Chamomile TV, finished her art of Dark Souls Lyn, and it is posted on the Discord. So I was finally able to make the thumbnails for that playthrough.
Nice.
And it looks so good. Oh, what's that? 19. I also figure out like a dinner plan and stuff like that, so my brain's like, okay, I can make this, I'll give me enough time for that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. What are you thinking of for dinner?
Probably just eating the rest of the chicken strips I made yesterday, but I should think of something as an alternative in case that's not enough. And then sometime for next week, I have to figure out a day for Miranda and I to continue Chrono Trigger, because that game is awesome.
Not played Chrono Trigger. As a JRPG fan, I feel like it's a sin.
It's really good. I would say if you're going to play it, either play it offline, or if you stream it, get ready to ignore a lot of comments. Because it's like Undertale, the fans will absolutely be like, dude, you gotta do this.
Insane.
Okay, you gotta do this. Okay, oh my god, this part's so good. Check this part over here. Oh my god, you don't believe this. Like that's how it's gonna be. Because the game is actually worth that kind of obsession. But man, if it doesn't like get old fast.
Yeah, no, I feel that because like I also like Undertale, but and I think it's a great game, but the fans are like rabid.
Oh, apparently there was a MILF in our store, and Sparky zeroed in on it, but I didn't even see her. Sparky, your rack radar is just off the charts, man.
He wasn't thinking of your employee, was he?
I don't think so. Were you talking with the lady in the leopard print? Because she works here. This one here. That's Kathy. Serenity, why did Discord just flash up and say, what the fuck is that from you? What were you looking at? Oh, Sam, Mike hired him. See, I told you guys, leopard print is immediately MILF attire.
She's not. She doesn't look like.
She doesn't. But
your classic image of a MILF.
But like her attire, it gives it away.
The leopard print always gives off those vibes, though. You're right.
Would. So you guys think I was being inappropriate to my staff? Wait until we get Sparky on the show, and he's just going to be recklessly hitting on her.
Sparky, give me a character you wouldn't.
Oh, he's probably gonna hit you with like one that's gonna make you go, huh? Like, just wait. Let's wait and see. But he's probably gonna give you one that you're gonna go, oh, really? Did you post it in What did you post in Creepy? I don't even remember. I saw that on my fucking. It was on my Facebook memories of all things. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll post that. Easy choice. Hortensia, Engage, Anna, Fram, Lucina. Oh, so he's just picking all the child characters. That's a safe bet. Give us an overage character that you wouldn't bang.
Yeah, give me a legal individual.
I mean, Hortensia might be legal, but let's be honest, her mental state is not all there. So that'd be like banging a disabled chick.
Yeah. Taking advantage of a vulnerable adult.
Time skip Mercedes. Really?
Mercedes.
I do prefer her hair pre-time skip. I will say that. It's not like with Leonie where her hair gets way better after the time skip. I hate Leonie pre-time skip for her design. I don't like the bob cut, but like her ponytail is like, yes, okay.
Yeah, I agree with that too, Mike. I don't mind her bob cut, but she looks way better post time skip.
I'm also not a big fan of the Dorothea time skip, but that's because I think Dorothea's look is missing without her hat. And she doesn't get her hat after the time skip.
Dorothea is just a yes no matter what for me. looks wise, personality wise, she wouldn't be interested in me. I'm not rich enough, but.
I mean, she's. Well, you know what? Yeah, I guess she is the one that's looking more for money. I was gonna say she's not Hilda, but Hilda's just lazy more so than anything else.
Yeah,
more so than like
Hilda
being a
is
money
like
grubber.
a gold digger. Dorothea is just looking for security, which I understand, but also she's not gonna get that with me.
Bro, I can't even take care of myself. What the fuck? What the help do you have?
Yeah, exactly. Which is why Mercedes would be perfect, because she would take care of me.
Would you like to read out what Sparky just wrote in the chat?
Which one? I'd make a 3D printed Dorothea if I could and do absolutely degenerate things as a result.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Now, what if it was
Good for you,
Corin, Sparky?
Live your best life, Sparky.
Would you do the same thing with the 3D printed Corin, or would you treat that one with a little bit more respect because she's your waifu? I'm curious where the line
print
is.
her feet?
Oh God. You expect anything less from me? No, I just want to know. I just want to know where the line is on the respect meter. Like, would you take 3D printed Corin out to a nice dinner instead of just banging her in a parking lot?
Would you be posting like pictures of your wedding on social media, like that kind of stuff, or? I don't know what the jar does, but I saw on Reddit it's bad.
I don't know what that means. I don't go on Reddit, so I'm actually lost on this one. Do I want to ask, or is this one of the things that I'm better off not knowing?
Oh, everyone would be better off not knowing what the jar means, but...
All right, Kaz, you're here. You have the floor. Share with the class. What's the jar?
The jar refers to when you put a figurine in the jar and then jerk off and ejaculate into the jar repeatedly.
But that will mess up the jar.
Over
and the
time.
figurine. I don't see the point of this.
But it's considered paying tribute.
Oh, God. Why is my biggest problem the title of that more than anything else? Like, I hate that so much more than anything else, and I don't know why. We need one of these.
I don't know where it started, but I was still on Reddit at the point where that became a thing. I got out not long after that.
Because of that?
No, because I went through a stretch in the last 5 years where I deleted like all social media things. I even like had to recreate a Twitter account and stuff just for the streaming because I didn't.
Oh, Joy Bitesar has joined in at a great time.
Ooh, hello, Bitesar.
You're just in time to talk about jizzing in jars. I wish I was kidding. I'm not. This chat needs to be fucking cleansed. I don't have a raid message. Thank you, Bitesar. I appreciate that. Dyson Sphere program. Ah, yes. Dyson Sphere. As in Miles Dyson, the man who killed us all with Terminator. Probably not.
Chat
Not at all.
needs to be fucking cleansed. I couldn't agree more.
That's saying a lot coming from Serenity.
Yeah, we all need Jesus.
We need to all Jesus Max. I've never used Reddit because I never got into it, and I got rid of my Twitter after the whole someone trying to blackmail me with stuff thing, so I just never looked back on that.
Yeah, no,
I was like, I almost wiped all of my social medias out after that, but thankfully it seems to have blown over.
Yeah.
How was your stream, Bite? I really wonder what caused that crash originally, because like I've done nothing different and everything's been fine. I think it was just the computer just being like, fuck it. You're making jokes about crashing a car.
What you were talking about and was like, crash.
I think the sound effect for the shout out was really delayed because I just heard it and looked over and it wasn't going off, and I'm like, I feel like it didn't go off in tandem with where it needed to go. That's okay. Is that you cleansing the chat, Serenity? I stopped using Twitter because it was bad for my mental health. Yes, Knight, I agree. It's good. I thought I was making improvements on production lines, making final preparations for invading another planet, but I took the whole stream doing that. It do be like that sometimes. Oh, I can buy the license for that now, but I don't want to spend all my money again because I want to hire somebody else. If I hire a second employee, then when I get Sparky in here, his attention will be divided between 2 women and not just 1. So there's less chance of a harassment suit coming my way.
It'll come for you in 10 years. Like,
oh
when
yeah,
you're
I'll
least
get
expecting it.
retroactively canceled. That's probably true.
Yeah.
That's how it works, isn't it? Something that was said online ages ago is what's going to doom you more than anything else.
You'll get Bill Cosby'd.
Well, I mean, that's an unfair one. He actually did it. I only said it. That's a difference.
No, that you're completely correct. Sorry, that's not how I meant it to come out. But it did sound that way. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, if
I
I'm
meant
gonna
it
get
just
arrested
as
for
in
this,
you
can I
get
at least
it.
do it? Like,
I don't know if that's gonna help the defense. Your Honor, I didn't do it, but if you're gonna convict me, can you let me go do it?
like, I don't think I'm asking for too much here, but like, let's be fair about these things, you know? That's Kaz on Mixture. Hello, Kaz.
Hi, Bitesar.
Any more porn talk, and I will start quoting my books in chat at random. Oh, Serenity.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
Yeah, you are absolutely gonna have a heyday when fucking Sparky gets on stream, because it's just gonna be all discussing Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifus and loot things. I can almost guarantee it.
Stay innocent. Too late.
Well, I really can't see shit while I'm carrying one of those books around. Like, everything else I can kind of see past it, but like that book, not even close.
What is that book supposed to be?
It's a card binder. So like the thing that I'm
With
opening and
stuff
putting these
it,
cards
or
in.
Just the binder.
Just the binder itself.
Okay.
One of those things that you pretty much only ever buy once and then use it for the rest of your card collecting career. Till it breaks. And you get a new one. Usually with more titties on it. I am speaking from experience. How's the game going? I think we've turned decent profits so far. How's our bills? 3 days? Future Mike's problem.
Mike was 1 day away from bankruptcy and he managed to avoid it, so...
Oh yeah, I guess that did happen, didn't it? I wasn't really thinking about that, so I guess it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. There was actually real problems here.
They cut it a little close. Not that close. It ended up being completely fine, but...
Yeah, but it doesn't help that I didn't remember that. That's true. I was just like, okay, everything's been fine.
Your resilience.
It's like, damn, Mike, you've got some powerful denial skills there. It's like, oh no, I'm just stupid and forgot.
Look at all these defense mechanisms you've developed. Good for you.
Yeah, totally. That's what I meant to do. All right, so I need to take the starter decks and put those up there. We can get rid of those. And then we take the starter decks and we put them over here. Put that there. And that's sleeves. This thing will be sleeves and manga. Manga? Whatever. As has already been established, I didn't even fucking know how to pronounce yaoi yesterday. It doesn't have real life cheats like negative interest, right? No, thankfully, no. Thankfully, it can't just be hit me with like the fucking government thing being like, yo, you ain't paid like fucking taxes on this business here. We're shutting you down. Like, as I've said before, customers of my store, hold on. I don't care, sorry. I don't care who the IRS sends. I will not pay taxes. You're misplaying.
Hey, nice top deck.
Yeah, right? Part of the cards, I guess. I gotta buy more packs. Or open more packs, I mean. guy was looking right up your ass. I should charge him double for that.
Yeah, you should.
Why would the IRS be sent to Canada? We don't know where this store takes place. If we go outside, trust me, the signs are not going to tip us off. And besides, if this was like in the world of where Yu-Gi-Oh actually existed, like, where would you think like Duelist Island and like Domino City would exist? That'd be somewhere off of the States. What the fuck are you staring at, bro? Dude was just like standing there vacantly staring ahead, like, you have problems. It sounds like you're snapping an elastic band right now.
Sorry, I'm fidgeting with my.
What do you use for that?
Hoodie.
Oh, your hoodie. Okay, I was like,
yeah. So it is actually a button snapping and unsnapping. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. I was more just actually curious. Like, what do you use when you start to fidget? Like, oh, that's not what I thought it was.
The problem with any fidget thing I've ever had is it breaks within 2 weeks. Yes, including like stress balls. Like they get ripped in half.
I was gonna say you must be squeezing the ever-loving fucking shit out of those stress balls.
Yes, it's been commented on many times when I'm in like group therapy settings or the hospital and I'm squeezing one, and people are like, "You are going crazy with that," and I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, and you're like sitting there like the vein popping out of your head. You're like, yeah, it's almost like I'm fucking stressed. Who knew, right?
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Like barely contained rage.
Yeah. Most of the time, I think I just kind of let it slide because it's like people don't know what it's like to be me. I understand. I can grasp that. But if I'm worked up enough, it will be like, can you just shut the fuck up?
Damn, that sounded so real.
That's how it comes out.
Oh my, that was great. Like, that sounded like it came from such a real place.
Yeah, dude, it's all inside me. Like, it's ready to come out at any point.
I'm sorry?
You heard me.
Okay. All right, as long as we're on the same page. That's all that matters. Bring back my what the hell is that emote.
Yeah, I realized halfway through that what it was sounding like, and I was like, well, all right, we're committed.
At this point, I can only own it.
Yeah.
I was told living America's
living.
Well, we don't have like the IRS. We have like I guess it would be the CRA. I'm not actually sure like what the Canadian equivalent really is of the IRS, because you never hear like the same horror stories here that you do in the States.
Oh,
it is the CRA. Okay.
Your tax organization hasn't taken down a known notorious criminal just because they weren't paying taxes on their ill-gotten gains?
No, we never arrested fucking Blade for not paying taxes.
You know, no one's been caponed by the Canadian Tax Revenue Services?
Yeah, not to my knowledge. Not to the best of my knowledge. So we don't have, it's kind of like living anywhere in the States that's not Florida. Like, you know that you might have cool stories, but you don't have Florida man stories.
Yeah.
The list of Florida man.
It's, tax codes are definitely weird and complicated, which, you know, the lawmakers keep that way because the lobbying tax organization companies want that so that we will pay companies to help us with it every year. But not every state has income taxes. So if they don't get you there, they'll get you on property tax, sales tax, they'll get you somewhere.
I don't know why, but that just reminded me of that old logo. I think it's for a traveling place, but it's like, so-and-so, we'll get you there, and then, but it doesn't mean like they're gonna transport us. They're gonna fucking get us and hunt us down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what just came to mind for that, and I don't know why, but it just was really funny to me.
Yep. No, they always find you.
They will look for you. They will find you.
They will look for you, they will find you, and they will take all your money. And if you don't have enough money, they will garnish your wages until you've paid off the debt.
Like, good luck taking my money. I don't fucking have any.
if you have legal income, they literally can take it out of your paycheck before you get it.
Yeah, I know. I've seen The Pursuit of Happiness. Makes me sad every time.
Yeah.
Really hope Kaz doesn't read my previous 2 messages. Oh.
I squeeze balls. Oh, I didn't see that one. I saw the "It's All Inside Me" night, but I didn't see squeezes balls a lot and has terrible gag reflex. I'm great at giving handies. It's the the mouth stuff that can cause me problems.
Oh, you know that's a clip waiting to happen.
Yeah, well, you never know when you gotta, rub one out for the homies, Then tuck them in, kiss them on the lips, good night, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that. Sure.
My hearing is you're terrible at cleanup.
Why are we beating up the homies? Why indeed, Sparky? Why indeed?
Because that's what good friends do, right?
Because someone's got to.
Socks on. I like that I won't tell anyone. I won't answer the favorite porn star question, and yet we've gone very far off the rails this stream.
Oh, 100%. All right, next one's for you, Kaz. Them's the rules if that's your advice. Like, what? Like the next hand job? What specifically are we talking?
Come to my house and jerk me off, Sparky? This is a good weekend to do that.
Yeah, there's no one there. You can party.
So, yeah.
You could party all night and most of every day. Part of every day, really. Kind of like what Kiss was talking about. Excuse me, sir. I'm busy. I'm moving structure decks.
Bitezar says nice posters.
Thank you. I thought so too. Mostly their chat decided. I usually just ask chat to pick a number and then I buy that poster. But Kaz has mentioned his affinity for the buttocks, so we've been buying those ones.
Yeah. I didn't choose the butt life. The butt life chose me.
That really sounded like you said Bud Light. I didn't choose the Bud Light. The Bud Light chose me.
It's also true in some ways, but
like
so I now choose not to partake.
Like, are we okay with this? We gonna let that one go?
Nah, I wasn't really a beer guy. I'd get too bloated, so I just would chug hard liquor.
What was your not to get like reminiscent of the good old days, but like what was your brand? What did you drink?
Don't worry, I didn't drink good stuff, so it's not reminiscing of the good old days. Usually vodka, like the cheapest vodka I could find, so Phillips, Kharkov. Sometimes it'd be rum. Those were the go-tos, and my brilliant system was if I drink this and chase it with water, I'll hydrate myself while drinking and the hangover won't be as bad.
I don't know my science that well, but that doesn't seem like it would work. It also seems like you'd have a worse product overall for trying it.
Well, when you're going through, many bottles a week, you've got to keep it cheap. I can't be getting $30 per bottle or I'd be spending hundreds a week on it, so.
I guess so. It just, yeah, wow.
Yeah. You get into some weird places when you're in the alcoholic brain.
Hold on, I gotta catch up on this. I've never been to an orgy. Wait, Bitesar, you know where there's an orgy?
Yo, Bitesar, if you have invitations to the orgy, I think you're obligated to DM me.
So I've heard, and I think this is through a Game Grumps story, but apparently when one of those is going on, if you're gonna go in, you need to pass some checks. Like you need to have a fucking photo of yourself ready so people know that you're like handsome enough
Yeah,
for
you
it and
gotta
shit.
get, like, medically tested. Make
You gotta
sure
get
you're
tested,
clean of
yeah.
STIs. Yep. No, I remember that from from the Mario
Serenity-
Sunshine playthrough.
Yes. Okay, so you know exactly the one we're talking about. I think they were on the fucking Sandbird level while that was going on.
They
and
were
all I was
on
thinking
the
was,
Sandbird. Yep.
aw, thank you, Jimmy.
Nice.
That's awesome of you. I think this is actually a really good place to stop. We've gotten, let's see, we're about 2.5 hours in with before the crash. I think we were about half an hour or so before that went south. So
Yeah.
I think this is a good place to stop, so that way I can get some food in me before I have to figure out how I'm gonna make an avatar for
For Xander.
Xander. That's who it was. My brain was like just shot there. I was like, Sparky? No, Sparky has an avatar.
Yeah.
What am I talking about here? So, yeah, let's
that
end
sounds
off
good.
the day here. Did you want to? Do you have anything you wanted to close with? Anything you wanted to do to hype up your channel? Get people to go and hit that fucking follow button, smash that bell, and fuck that
That's
subscribe
right.
button.
Follow, subscribe, smash that hammer. I can't even do it.
It's so bad. It's so
Yeah, no,
cringy.
Exactly. No, I mean, thank you for having me. Oh, Mike, thank you for posting the link. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
where
I
you
said
guys
it.
can follow me if
Yeah.
you're interested.
Be sure to do that.
Play Fire Emblem and other things over there. And yeah, it's been great being here. I hope we can do it again sometime.
No, I
This
just
was
stand
fun.
on the air freshener. This is how I need to advertise my stuff. I just stand on the fucking air freshener and scream at people as they come in and be like, buy my shit!
Yeah, there you go.
Buy my shit! Alright, guys. Have yourselves a great day. Join me later on when I am joined by Xander. I was gonna have like Xander the and then fill in with an adjective, but you know what? I'm just gonna let him speak for himself instead of trying to build him up. You all know. You all know. I went to his
all
channel
know.
and it recommended your channel. There you go. We'll see you guys
Nice.
next time. But remember, you matter. You are valued. You are loved. And when the world gives you slow, get fast gas. Fast gas.
Bye.
Bye.